Oh Lord. Alaka. Acclaim's a cool name. I like their logo too. I wasn't, so. Ooh, what is this?
Oh, Mike's is hot, by the way.
Oh, for sure.
I just realized that we were not muted, or you weren't muted. I was muted, but it's all good though. I guess we can skip the mic check. What it do, what it don't, what it is, and what it ain't. It's your boy, Don Otaku, aka Don Solo, aka Solo the Don, aka Solo D Swaggy, aka we gonna get Fire Emblem announced on Friday. At least we better.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm here with Subegos, aka Subeg, aka the Green Thumb, aka the Gaming Gardener, aka what you got for me today?
AKA King Crunchwrap, because that's what I just had before we started. So a Crunchwrap from Taco Bell.
That's what's up. I just ate half a burrito from yesterday.
Ooh,
for breakfast.
like a taco
lunch.
truck, or
it wasn't a truck, but it was just this taco spot over here.
Nice.
But yeah, man,
That's what's up.
what you been up to? How you been?
Man, I actually been on top of my homework assignments for once. Like the assignments that were supposed to be due today, I already completed, so I'm good for today.
Nice.
So I need to work on the assignments that are still due for Friday though. But I'm working on it. You know, I'm trying to be on top of my shit, so I'm not fucking stressing out the last day trying to do everything and fucking everything piles on. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it kind of crept up on me because I'm in two classes and both of the classes kind of need like, because they're on Canvas, which is like a really good website. But then like teachers do this thing where it's like, we're gonna make you like go to a different website and you have to buy that, and then you have to buy the book. So it's like that's the case for both of my classes this semester. Is like they're not just on Canvas. So it's like I have to like buy them separately and then buy like the book plus like the actual class thing that comes along with that to access like all the homework and all that bullshit. So I'm doing all that. I'm just getting through it. I'm trying to play these games. I wish I had more time. I thought I was gonna be done with Lost Souls by now because I know it's not that long of a game. But I've been gaming a little bit, chilling, fucking doing homework, all that, you know, usual bullshit. But what about you, bro?
So I have been pretty good.
Okay.
My girl is actually out of town for work, and so it's just been gaming time for me.
Nice.
So I spent an abnormal amount of time playing Hollow Knight yesterday. The first time in a long ass time that I've just sat down for that long and played a game. I was just like, bro, feels good, man.
Yeah.
But
That's what's up. No anime this time, just gaming.
no, actually, no. I haven't been keeping up with my anime, honestly.
Come on, bro. The otaku part of your name, bro.
Hey, man, I played enough anime games. It's okay. I got it.
That's what's
an anime. Is it anime? Not really, but
It's like anime adjacent for sure. A lot of Nintendo stuff is anime adjacent, in my opinion. Like even Zelda, you know, like
yeah.
I don't know, but that was a tangent.
But I did start back up Breaking Bad because I never finished it, and I was into it, but for whatever reason, like stuff just started coming up, and I just stopped watching it. But I was like, you know what? I got some free time. Let me, start watching it again, and I've been enjoying that. Nice. Also watched Superman for the 4th time. And it's not like
you liked it that much?
I mean, it's not even like that. It's really like the first 3 times I saw it in theater, it was like, okay, I'm going to see it in theaters because I wanted to see it. The second time, my friend came into town and he hadn't seen it, and we were like, okay, let's go see it again. So that's when I saw it for the second time. Yeah. But then my mom came into town and she was like, well, I hadn't seen Superman. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go take you to see Superman. So then that's when I saw it for the 3rd time. This 4th time, Chuck we were in a Discord together, and then Chuck was like, yeah, I'm about to watch this Superman movie just so I can hate on it, as Chuck does. And then I was like, well, just stream that shit. I'm gonna watch it with you.
That's hella funny.
So my 4th time watching Superman, but it's an amazing movie. Like, it's safe.
Yeah.
And it's like, compared to other James Gunn movies, is definitely not as like risky or like it don't have as much sauce as a lot of James Gunn superhero movies, but it makes sense because this is the introduction to the DC universe. It's Superman. It's not unknown characters that most people don't know about, like the Suicide Squad or Guardians of the Galaxy. Like people knew of Suicide Squad, but like most people did not really like. James Gunn is really good at making characters that you don't care about, and he makes you care about them, or he makes you invested in those characters even though beforehand you knew nothing about them. And that's what he did a really good job with the Suicide Squad, which was the second one, not the first one with Will Smith. That one was terrible. But the reboot that he did was amazing. And then obviously the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. It's one of the best parts of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But
absolutely,
Superman is great because it is that comic book feel of Superman. It's just Superman being a good person and doing good, and just like being the classic Superman. He's vulnerable. He's more human than most Superman media tries to make him out to be now. Like, he's not just a god, unstoppable. And then like I was arguing with Chuck because Chuck was like, why is he so weak? I'm like, because when he's a god, he's not relatable. He's like, that's why a lot of people don't like Superman particularly, because it always just, people can't relate to a character that's like, okay, I know that he's never gonna die, he's never gonna get hurt unless kryptonite shows up, but we know what's gonna happen. Like, when the kryptonite shows up, there's never really any stakes when Superman is on the field.
Yeah.
So that's why I love this version, because of how vulnerable he is and how they express like his humanity as Superman. But it's a really good movie. I think it's the perfect start to the DCU. I'm excited for everything else they got planned, like the Lanterns and Supergirl. So yeah.
They're not gonna involve Robert Pattinson's Batman, huh?
No, that's an elsewhere title, which is like their non-canon universe.
Sucks, dude. They should make that canon, bro.
I mean, it's like not even the same period. of time. Like it wouldn't fit, but it would be cool if we get like a multiverse thing, which I hope they don't really like go into super early, but it would be cool to have that happen.
Yeah. Okay.
But there is going to be a new Batman. That's a part of the DCU. They haven't cast him yet, but hopefully as good as Robert Pattinson. Although I think that's going to be a tall order to fill. But enough about movies. This isn't Dual-Wield Movie Podcast, Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast. And let's go ahead and get into what we've been playing. So I'll actually start. I do have a lot, but I'll just get through it. So as you can see on the screen, 2XKO. And that is the League of Legends fighting game that has been teased and tested and play tested over and over again for like 3 years now. Not 3 years, I'm probably exaggerating, but it's been a while. But they just brought back the closed beta, and I was getting into it again, and they've actually made a few changes that make the game feel really good now. Not as easy as it was before. I feel like they made it way too beginner friendly, because it was, I think it was like Dragon Ball Fighters. I can't remember if that's the one where you can just do you just press XXXXX and you do a full combo with the special at the end. And I'm like, bro, it like fighting games should not be that easy. I understand making it accessible for for new players who aren't familiar with the combinations and everything, but that's a little wild. Like it was literally just Y, and you do full air combo and then hit them with a special at the end. I'm like, bro, no, y'all gotta fix it. So they fixed it. There's no like auto special at the end.
Oh,
you have
good.
to actually do the button press for the specials at the end. So the game actually feels like a real fighting game now. There are still easy combos for people if you want to do that. But they obviously have more advanced combos if you can tie everything together, if you know what you're doing. So that's what I like to see. But this game is stylish as hell, and like League of Legends characters are like, I can say a lot about what I don't like about League of Legends, but their character designs are some of the best in the industry. And seeing them full 3D, like up close instead of the top-down view that I'm used to seeing them, like they look amazing here. The art style is really good. The effects and every character feels distinctively different, which is also great. But they also have a lot of their powers. Like they've implemented their powers from League of Legends really well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm enjoying myself with this. It's been pretty good. And when it does come out, it will be free to play. So that'll be
nice.
A really good thing, because a lot of people don't get into fighting games because of the barrier to entry. Like $60-$70 for a fighting game that they'll probably end up like trying out and be like, oh, I kind of suck, I don't want to play this. Like that's, most people just won't invest into the fighting game because of that barrier. So I think they made the right decision making this free to play.
Well, most of Riot's games are
for sure.
free to play.
But they've dabbled in like League of Legends like lore games that were paid entries.
Oh yeah, dude, I hella forgot about that. Like there was one like Metroidvania, right? Yeah, I actually think I remember that one. That's cool.
I love League of Legends as a franchise, but the actual
Nah,
League of
bro.
Legends game itself is dog shit. Outside of ARAM. ARAM is fun.
TFT is pretty fun too. I'll admit.
I never got into it.
It's hard though.
But yeah, that was 2XKO. And
It was
the
out
next
or
game-
what?
Oh no, this was a closed beta.
Oh, closed beta. Nice. That's nice.
So another game that I talked about before, but I didn't really have time to play it back when I did talk about it. And this game is Haste. And this is a platforming roguelike. 3D platforming roguelike, I guess, would be the best term on how to put this. And basically you're this girl who's an interdimensional messenger. She goes through these dimensional rifts and delivers letters.
You've talked about this game, haven't you?
Yeah, I talked about it.
Yeah, okay.
But I barely played it at that time.
Yeah.
And I saw it in my library. I was like, man, I really want to play this again because it was a lot of fun. But I really didn't get time to really invest into it. So I had some free time. I was like, I've done all my reviews, or I still got one review. I've been slacking on that one, but I booted this back up, and it's the best Sonic game that you'll ever play. But the basis of this game is that there's this group of people who basically like cause like a dimensional rift or some kind of dimensional cataclysm that is basically sucking all the worlds in and destroying like every dimension. And you are running away from this rift, but you're trying to catch up to your friend, master, something, to basically help stop whatever's happening. And you go through all of these different dimensions, and you basically just have to make it to the end of that level without getting caught by the rift. And it's very fast paced. It like has Sonic levels of speed and a lot of momentum based like momentum based gameplay. But the differentiator is that it's more about being in the air rather than being on the ground. So like you're running on the ground is obviously important, but what makes or breaks your run is when you go over a hill or you go over you jump over something, because it's all about your landing. So what you want to do when you're in the air is that you want to land on the declining side of the hill. If you land at the tip or you land at the incline, you slow down. So you want to keep getting as many perfect landings as you can so that your character like keeps building momentum and keeps building speed. And if you keep on like getting the okays or bads, then that storm's gonna catch up with you, and then you die and you start the run over. But like any roguelike, the more you progress through the game, you get abilities, items, and other things that'll help you throughout your run. You also have this surfboard or hoverboard, really, that is like your speed boost. Whenever, like, the more perfects you get, you build up that meter so that you can use that hoverboard to like get out of a sticky situation, or like
Yeah.
just speed up when you're slowing down. So it's a lot of fun. It's addicting, and the art style is really great. Obviously not the most graphical intensive, but like the way that they handled the art style, especially with the characters, it looks really good. But that is on Steam. I don't think it's on consoles. But it's definitely worth checking out. Especially if you were a lapsed Sonic fan.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's Haste.
Cool.
All right. I don't think I've talked about this on here, but I talked about it on Saturday. Sony, come to the front of the congregation. Because what the hell is this? And the game I'm talking about is Everybody's Golf Hot Shots.
Oh, I think that's Bandai, bro. I don't think that's Sony.
We blaming Sony for this also.
That's hella funny. Nah, you can't do that.
Yeah, I can.
That's funny.
Because
Everybody's-
they funded this, and obviously they gave them $10 and a pack of ramen, because that's as much budget that went into this fucking game.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I've seen it's pretty bad.
Now, here the craziest part about this is that you can tell that this game, a Sony first party IP, by the way, this game, new entry in this 30-year-old PlayStation franchise.
Yeah, it's bad.
This game was designed for the Nintendo Switch. This game was
Portably, for sure.
built first for the Nintendo Switch, and it shows. This game was not built with the PS5 in mind at all. It looks horrible. This gameplay that I'm showing is the PC version, and it is choppy, but that's just my metal acting up, not the actual game. But I was playing on PC max settings, and the game is locked at 60 FPS, or it's locked at max 60 FPS on PC, which count your days, Bandai Namco, for that.
Oh, yeah.
But
A lot of games are nowadays. I don't know if you noticed that. Like even Sonic Crossroads like that. Metal Gear is like that.
that's
Bad.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
They need to get their shit together. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But this game, I swear it looks worse than the PS4 Everybody's Golf.
It probably looks worse than the iOS one too.
Actually, I need to.
That one was
Maybe-
fun,
maybe-
actually. I played that one.
Maybe I'm nostalgia. I'm rose tinted with the PS4 version, but I swear it did not look this bad. I need to look it up now. Everybody.
I remember I played the PS Vita one too. That one was fun.
Yeah, I mean, Everybody's Golf is a lot of fun. Okay, yeah, the game looks worse in every way. Yeah, the game. I'm about to put this on the screen so y'all can see the difference. This is the launch PS4 game of Everybody's Golf. Like, character models are definitely a lot different. They went with a more realistic kind of avatar looking characters versus the anime style that Bandai Namco. But like the environments look way better than the new one. So anyways, obviously graphics really don't matter too much with this type of game. It's all about the gameplay, and it's Everybody's Golf, and it's great. It's a fun golfing game. It's hard as shit too. I was not having a good time at the beginning because I was getting destroyed. I cannot putt for shit. Like, my putting ability in this game is horrendous. I replayed the first mission. So there's a little story mode, which is good. It's not as good as like the Mario Tennis RPGs or like the Mario Golf RPGs, but it's better than the story mode in the recent Mario Golfs, at least. So there's that. But outside of the graphics and everything, it plays great. It's pretty fun. The story is pretty nonsense. But the characters have like different personalities. It does feel more in line with like a Mario Sports than like the last Everybody's Golf, which just felt like a golfing game with like random characters that were just supposed to be your avatar. But yeah, it's golf. That's
cool.
If you like golf, if you like Mario
I thought
Golf.
it was buggy. I heard it was like actually like kind of like glitchy and shit.
I haven't run into any, but I'm still pretty early on, so
Okay.
can't really say. But yeah, I'm enjoying it for the most part as what it is. And before I get into the big one, there's one other game that I also re-entered or kind of got back into with some friends, and that is No Man's Sky. And again, apologize for the gameplay because Metal was just choppy as hell for some reason when I was recording gameplay. But I've tried No Man's Sky at least twice already. Did not like it both times. And I love survival games. And I love space. So I would think that this would be up my alley. But there's just something off about the start of this game. Like the intro to this game is absolutely terrible. And that's why I can never get into like the really good content that they've added over the years, because they haven't changed the introduction. That still sucks. It's so terrible. Not only that, this is one of the worst designed games I have ever played in my life. And it's like, it doesn't make sense because they've been working on this game for 10 years and they haven't updated any of the actual basic shit. So I think I played with my girl before, and we didn't really get far, but we tried it out. But we started a new game and we were trying to like join each other's party, add each other's friends, everything. Okay. Where's the social menu? Where's your friends list? All of that, it shows who's online if you already have them as a friend. It doesn't show like your Steam friends or your Xbox Live friends or anything like that. It just shows who's online if they have the game, or if you already have them as a friend, I should say. Okay. So, okay, I'm like, okay, I need to add my friend Will as a friend on here so that we can play together. So he sends me a friend code, because that's the only way you can add a friend in here. He sends me the friend code. I put the friend code in, boom. Okay. He's like, I didn't get the friend request. I'm like, what do you mean? I added you as a friend in the friend code. You know, it should just pop up somewhere. Like, nope, it didn't pop up. And I'm like, go to your friends list. What friends list? There is no, like, there's no accept friend request. There's no social menu, nothing. So then we came to the realization that the way to actually add your friend is that y'all have to exchange codes. Both have to put the code in for it to, like, for y'all to become friends, instead of it just being the normal accept friend request like every other game. So that was like a thing in and of itself. But you know the dumbest part? When we got into the game together, after a lot of confusion on how to start the game together, because it's like we're all in a party together at this point, but no, like if I join the game, they don't join the game with me. They have to join after I start the game, which like it's just so unintuitive. But the dumbest part is that when we were in the world and I inspected my friend's character, guess what popped up? A social menu. The social menu only pops up when you have a friend already in the game. You go to the options, you go anywhere. I tried everything. I looked into every control. There's no social menu unless you inspect a player. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Unless I'm just like, we're all just like dumb as hell and we just overlooked something.
Yeah.
There were like, it was just so mind-bogglingly dumb.
Yeah.
Or it was just so unintuitive that it just felt dumb. So all of that aside, we finally get into the game, and then ship crashes. First things first, you got to fix the ship, and they're basically doing a tutorial on how to craft things, how to scan for elements and get those elements, and then craft things for your ship. And then you get the ship up and running, and you're able to fly off to your first, like your next planet. And for the most part, the tutorial is like objective based, and it kind of, you can basically follow the objectives, and you'll basically like learn everything you need to know before you can just set out on your own and just start doing whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
So for players who don't want that super open, like open-ended gameplay with no real objective, they do have something to like get you in. But even things like crafting is just unintuitive and just badly designed. But I'm still enjoying myself because the world and the survival aspect of the game and just playing with friends is a lot of fun, especially like the flying through the different planets and everything. It's a lot of fun. It just takes so much to get into, and it just has a really dull and like badly instructed tutorial and introduction to the game. So if you can get past that hump, it does become a pretty fun game. But they really throw every wrench at you to make sure that you do not have a good time in the beginning. But I'm hoping that we can get far enough that we can get to like the really cool shit, to actually get to the like civilizations and the quests and like all and actually get real weapons, not just this fucking laser. Bro, we got jumped by these fucking drones. They were fucking us up. All we had was a laser, and they were doing the most, like just and we didn't realize that you like you don't win. There's no winning. You can kill all the drones, but they just keep on spawning. So the only thing that you can do is run away. You have to run and hide until they don't detect you anymore. But they will, like, if you get to the point where those big mechs start dropping from the sky, good luck with that. Look, I had to make some sacrifices, I ain't gonna lie, to escape. My girl, she got Yamcha'd. I just found her body in a crater where they just obliterated her, but I was able to escape, so it was all good. She was a worthy sacrifice. Funny. But yeah, we're gonna keep on playing, and I'm hoping that it really clicks. But all right, time for the main event.
The biggin.
Hollow Knight, Silksong. Now, I said previously that I wasn't really super hyped for Silksong, and I liked Hollow Knight, the original, but I wouldn't say it was like, man, this is like greatest Metroidvania I've ever played type shit. But it was like, it's great actually. It's just not on the level that and for me at least, it's not on the level that a lot of people put it. Mm-hmm. But I've put about 12 hours altogether into this game now, and it's more Hollow Knight, for better or for worse. And there are definitely some changes. Obviously, Hornet plays a lot different than whatever the fuck his name was. His name is, I think his name is
just Knight or something like.
Yeah, the Knight. I've heard like Henry something, which I was like, where the fuck did that come from? But she does play different than in a not really, but like a little bit.
You can make it so it plays like the original.
Yeah. And the big thing that really sells this game is the art style, the atmosphere, the music. All of that is A1 for sure. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I played like 4 hours, and I took a break, and I played another 4 hours until about like 5:30 in the morning. And I'm addicted to the game. Am I having fun?
Oh,
am I having as much fun as I've had with other Metroidvanias that I really love? I don't think so. But or I can't say I'm not having fun, because obviously I wouldn't be playing it if I'm not having fun. But there's so many things that I'm just like always just so hot and cold, where I'm like, bro, I'm having like, this is like, ooh, yeah, this shit feels so good. And then, bro, why did they do this? Yeah. And there's two big things that I have complaints about. One is that Team Cherry just wants to punish. Like, this game is punishing, but not in a Souls-like fashion. Like, when I play Elden Ring or when I play Sekiro, it's challenging, it's punishing, but it's not punishing just for the sake of punishing.
Yeah,
it's very like methodic, and there's like fairness and reasoning for it. This game just wants to punish. And it's not even like the bosses that I'm talking about. It's the just terrible save point management, like the benches that are your like respawn point. You know how if you play Elden Ring, or if you play, I don't know about the first Dark Souls, but I know like Dark Souls 3, Sekiro,
The bonfires.
like the bonfires, the light thing in Elden Ring. If there's a boss, more than likely there is a bonfire outside of where the boss is.
Exactly, yeah.
And that is obviously intentional so that you don't have to just like make a trek to get back to the boss, because you're gonna have to fight the boss over, like, obviously chances are you're gonna be fighting the boss more than one attempt.
Yeah.
So a good design game like Elden Ring will place a bonfire or light or whatever the fuck it's called outside of that area so that you can quickly get right back into that fight. Now, if you're not gonna do like just a restart button, that's the least that you can do for a Souls-like. This game intentionally, and it feels intentional, because I've yet to come across any boss fight that has a bench anywhere near the boss fight. It's usually 2 or 3 rooms away, like the bench. So whenever I lose a fight, I have to run across, and before I didn't even have a run, so I would be skipping across this map slowly, trying not to trigger any enemies so that I can go into the fight with full health, and hoping that I don't actually get killed on the way there and lose all of my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Before I finally get to this boss, just to get obliterated again. And I'm just like, bro, it's so unnecessary, and it doesn't add difficulty in a sense that is like that's entertaining. It's just annoying.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Well,
so that's one of my biggest gripes. But another thing is that the crests or the power-ups don't feel like as substantial as some of my favorite Metroidvania. When I get a power-up or I get a new fighting style, I don't feel like I've improved. I just feel different. It doesn't feel like I've upgraded. It just feels like, besides the platforming stuff, where like you get the little parachute dress so you can kind of float, and you get the dash, the air dash and the run. Those are the only times that it feels like, okay, I've upgraded. But when it comes to anything combat related, it just does not feel like, I don't feel like I got better. I just feel like I got something different. Like I can do different shit now. Mm-hmm. But the crest system is the one I have the biggest gripe with, because I thought that was gonna be like, oh shit, like, okay, I got this crest, and now like I got the crest of the beast, and I'm over here like, oh shit, yeah, the crest of the beast, I'm about to be stronger. I'm like, you know, I got a little I got these little claws coming out of my needle now. I'm like, ooh, yeah, this shit about to be fire. Bro, you do the exact same damage as the like your base press. It takes the same amount of hits to kill everyone. The only thing that has changed is that your moveset feels a little different now. Your running attack now does a leap, and your air downward strike isn't like a diagonal, just like a straight diagonal thrust into the enemy. You have like this little rolling effect that just threw me off completely because as soon as you get the power, there's like one of the platforming challenges where you have to keep on like downward striking the flowers to bounce to the end of the level.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so different that I just could not get the timing down. I just died instantly. I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? I was like, and I was just like, bro, I don't understand the purpose of these crests, because they don't add anything as far as like, oh, I need this crest to be able to like get past this area, or like it doesn't do any of that. All the crest does is make your moveset different, but it doesn't have like a strength or a weakness. It's just different. I'm like, I don't like, what was the point of this? That's what I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like, I was hoping at least like, okay, I'll have one that gives me like actual combos instead of just doing the one tap. Every single crest has a one tap. It's still one tap no matter what. The one tap is just different. Like the Beast, I think, is a little shorter. The Reaper is a little longer, but it doesn't go straight. It does, it like goes upward or downward. So, and I don't know, I've not seen any benefits of that, honestly. It's such a weirdly designed game, but like gameplay wise, it's still great. It's just the things I expect from a Metroidvania, it doesn't really do how I like a Metroidvania to do it. Like when I got a power up in Prince of Persia, it was like substantial, and it worked in combat, it worked in traversal, it worked in getting me to new areas. Like every upgrade, every new thing felt substantial and cool and added a wow factor. But whenever I get something, I'm just like, oh, okay. It like, oh, this is different. But it still feels like I'm playing like the same as before. So it's I love the game for sure, but I just have these like gripes with how they handled it. And like like some of the stuff is literally straight from Hollow Knight 1. It's like they didn't even change, like, for better or for like I said, for better or for worse, this is another Hollow Knight, and they didn't really improve any of like quality of life stuff. It's literally the same, but I'm still just like addicted to this world and to the boss fights, which are still highlights for sure. I feel like the boss fights are definitely more of the highlight than the actual like Metroidvania traversal platforming, everything else. I feel like I get the most enjoyment when I'm doing the boss fights, versus most Metroidvanias, it is about that adventure. It's about the, you know? it's about like going through these levels and get like secret area. This game also has an abundant amount of fake like fake areas that look like it should have a hidden something, and there's just nothing there. That also pisses me off because they'll have like little nooks and I'm like, oh, this is probably a fake wall. No, nothing there. Does it have any shards or rosaries? No, it's just empty. Just an empty nook with nothing. Okay, cool. So I'm like, did they just built areas and they're like, well, they're just like, okay, we're probably gonna fill up this area, but then they're like, actually, we don't have enough time. We're not gonna do that. I mean, I feel like they wouldn't, but it was just weird that there's just so many nooks and crannies that just are useless with no reason for them.
Yeah, it should feel rewarding, like getting stuff. Like you should look forward to it instead of being like
that's literally the biggest thing about this game, that it just like I don't feel rewarded. There are boss fights. There are like huge boss fights that I get absolutely nothing, and I mean, not even money. I'm like, I just beat a boss. The only thing that they did was open up the path. No money. No shards, no power-ups, absolutely nothing. From I'm like, why? What was the point? What, like, it's like they just want to punish for no reason. They don't want you to feel good about anything in this game. But I can't deny that this game just feels great and it's fun to play. Even with all of that I've said, if no one else is reviewing it, I think I'm probably gonna end up reviewing it. But yeah, that's Hollow Knight Silksong, bro.
Well, if you're 12 hours in, that means you probably have 10 to 12 more hours. Because I heard it's not like hella long.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a lot longer. I got to a major like cutscene part in the game. I was like, and I'm guessing it was like a foreshadowing of what the boss, like the boss area, because I couldn't do anything there yet. But they made a big deal about like having a full animated cutscene for this area, and I was like, okay, this is definitely going to be important for sure. But I'm currently in the Greymore Bell arc or Bell.
Are you in like Act 2 or Act 3?
I would say like Act 2. I'm stuck right now trying to figure out. I will say I haven't been Hollow Knight 1 completely lost yet. So that's good. Because in Hollow Knight 1, I would spend hours just being lost. And that's what made me stop playing that game. That's the only reason that I stopped playing the first Hollow Knight, because I was like, I'm done with being lost. Like, y'all are pissing me off with just this terrible, like, unintuitive handling of progression. But in this game, I haven't felt that yet. So fingers crossed I don't have to deal with that. But also, I felt like Hollow Knight 1 was harder. And maybe it's just because I'm used to the game now, or I don't know, but I have not like spent as much time with these bosses as I thought that I would. Like, it hasn't been really just like I haven't just been sitting there for like a whole hour fighting one boss. Like it's been like 5-6 attempts. Or I'll say there's been a few that have hit like the double digits, but it was like I was dying really quick, and then I'm like, okay, I figured out the pattern, and then it just takes me a few times to finally like click it all together, and then it's like, okay, boom.
Yeah.
But I love the different areas, like the deep something, I forgot. Like this lava infested area that's really cool. Greymore is a fucking horror movie. Like the enemies there are super fierce, and it has a very creepy vibe to it, but it's pretty cool. There's I'm actually forgetting the names, but they have their own distinctive style. And I like that they transition into each other. So like when you're at the edge of one of the maps, you'll kind of see it start to transition into the new biome before you reach that area, and you'll actually like get introduced to some of the enemies towards that point, and then you'll finally get there and you're like, okay, now I see. Like, so I like how they handled that part. But is Hollow Knight Silksong goaty? I think it is still. I think it probably might end up in my top 6 by the end. Do I like Hollow Knight Silksong more than Hollow Knight 1? I actually think I do. I think I do enjoy it more.
Yeah.
And is this gonna be able to crack my top 5 Metroidvania list? I still don't think it will. But it's closer than Hollow Knight 1 was, for sure. So that's my thoughts on Hollow Knight Silksong.
Okay. Playing it on Game Pass, right?
Yeah, I'm playing on Game Pass. Shout out Game Pass, shout out Xbox, shout out Game Pass.
Shout out Game Pass, shout out Xbox.
Because would I have picked it up? Probably. But I didn't have to. And you know what that $20 went to instead?
Yes.
Kirby DLC.
Oh, Kirby. Yeah. That's good.
My girlfriend just texted me about the Charlie Kirk thing.
Yep, everyone's talking about it.
But yeah, that's all I've been playing though. Or was I playing anything on the Switch? I did boot up Donkey Kong Bonanza now, and I got nowhere because I was just smashing shit. I was like, okay.
Bro, that's hella funny. Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Enough about what I've been playing. What have you been playing?
Yeah, just it's funny about the Donkey Kong thing because that was literally me like 2 or 3 nights ago. I was like, damn, I haven't played this in a minute, and I just booted in for like 15 minutes, and I was just smashing shit. Like I wasn't even trying to progress. But so the main game still, Lost Soul aside, I'm still digging it, dude. I'm learning that in like the skill tree there is like both like move stuff that you can learn and also like the percentage bonus stuff, so they kind of like trickle that in there as well. But dude, the moves are so cool. Like each weapon that you have has like a different like form of like dash that you do. Like with the sword, obviously it's like a quick dash, but with the great sword you can ride it like a fucking skateboard, and like you could even just do that during like the traversal sections in the game and like the platforming and stuff. So it's fun. Like I'm still enjoying it, dude. Like I kind of wish like this was the combat that was in FF16. I think I already said that. I don't know if I already said that, but
it's
like the combat here is
just from the demo I played, it's a better character action game.
Oh yeah.
than FF16 is.
Mm-hmm. No, 100%. Like FF16 is good, but it's just like everything is just so like I don't know. It is kind of boring to play actually. Like
You
when I
can
was
make
playing
it
it, I was
flashy.
just like,
Like I've seen videos of people making FF16 flashy,
yeah,
but it's not like on the same level as a DMC5 or I feel
yeah.
like Lost Soul Aside is one of the few that reach the Devil May Cry Bayonetta
Mm-hmm.
2 levels.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And like each weapon is so distinctly different too. Like you can do different combos with each of the weapons and you could even string them together. Like I've seen like almost like 100, 200 hit combos where it's like people are just comboing these enemies up in the air, like switching weapons every time and stuff like that. It's so intricate. Like I feel like I'm still just scratching the surface like combat wise because I haven't even got to like the third or fourth act of the game, but it's still fun, man. I'm really enjoying it. I wish I had more time to play it, but I actually did try it on the base PS5 as well, because I originally just started it on the Pro, but I downloaded it on the base PS5 just to see how it is, and it's good. I used the performance mode, 60 FPS. It didn't dip. It didn't really hitch. Like it looked fine. Resolution a little low, you could tell, but it's not any like it wasn't bad at all. And it's UE4, and UE4 runs great on the current gen consoles. I don't know how the PC version runs, so I should probably download the demo and test that out before I finish it up and review it, so I can put that in there. But besides that, I did play a fighting game as well. I got invited into the Marvel Tokon
Okay.
Fighting Souls beta. I played an hour of it. I really wish I had more time, but I got through the intro and I got to face like 4 or 5 people online. The intro is simple. It was like 10 minutes. It's exactly kind of how you were mentioning. It's a little bit less dumbed down than I would say Dragon Ball Fighters, in a sense where it's like you were saying, like you just press like Y, right?
Yeah.
And here it's like you can do it's like a 3 tap with a square does like a combo, and then you can do like a X or square, triangle, circle that does like a combo, and then like if you press like down and circle, you can launch them up in the air, and then you jump up into the air and you combo them up and stuff. It is very button mash friendly, I would say, because I wasn't really doing any like crazy combo inputs. I was just kind of mashing buttons and just hoping that I figured shit out, and it was working. Like I got like 2 or 3 wins. But the people that actually knew how to play the game, they were dogging me. So it's there's obviously a skill ceiling there, but it was fun though. It was fun. There was like 6 characters in the beta. I didn't get to play as all of them, but I think you can have a team of 4 if I remember correctly, 4v4. And you can switch between all the characters that you have too, and it's cool because you can like do ultimates into like air launchers into like an ultimate of your another character. It's like it's so sick. But I really enjoyed it. Played on the PS5, ran great. It looked great actually. I love the art style. I'm happy they chose an art style that they're like familiar with, you know, instead of like going more like 3D or 3-dimensional. But
you didn't want them to take the assets of Marvel's Avengers and make it into a fighting game. I think that would have been super cool if we just had off-brand Captain America.
Yeah, off-brand all of them, because they were literally just off-brand versions of the Marvel.
This Chris
DC,
Evans.
Yeah, MCU. That's funny. But no, I'm glad that they went this route. It's flashy. I like it. You know, it fits into their sensibilities. But I'm super excited to play it. It was fun. I'm excited for it to have probably another close and then another open, and then the game will finally come out probably sometime next spring. But yeah, I'm excited for that.
The funny thing about us both playing 2XKO and Marvel Tokon Souls is that there's a beef between the two.
That's
because like a lot of people were excited about 2XKO, but they've been taking so long to put this game out that like when Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls came out, it was like, oh, this is our actual, because 2XKO feels like a Marvel versus Capcom type of fighting game, just without the Marvel or Capcom. But now we have a Marvel game that literally has that Marvel versus Capcom kind of feel. And it's like, oh, well, like people were like, oh, we don't need 2XKO anymore because like we have this now. And like y'all shouldn't have took so long, or maybe people would still care about this game and all this.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a little beef going on between the two. But
which one do you think is which one do you think is like gonna be more popular, you think? Or like which one do you think is gonna do better?
It's gonna be hard to,
because one's free and one's
like 2XKO is obviously gonna have more players because it's free. And I think overseas we're gonna see a lot more people playing 2XKO because of how big League of Legends is, like especially more overseas.
Yeah.
But I think Marvel Pokemon Fighting Souls is definitely gonna be one of the biggest fighting games in terms of sales of this generation. With only
what about like how the people are feeling, like how like the streets are feeling about them?
I still think Marvel's gonna is gonna edge it out just because of I just trust Arc System Works, like,
yeah.
But I still think both games are gonna be great and they're both gonna do great.
Yeah. They look good. I looked at the gameplay of 2XKO. It looked fun.
But then Smash is gonna come out and it's gonna obliterate everyone, and that's all that matters. Shout out to Sakura. Sure. But yeah, what else you been playing?
Yeah. So I played a lot of Metal Gear just last night. Finally jumped into the campaign and played it up until I got past the title sequence, which happens like about an hour in. I got past that. I'm probably like 3 hours in. But the funny thing is, like, the first mission in the game is Virtuous mission, and it's like the team that made it is Virtuous. You know, that's just crazy that all happened. Like, but yeah, man, I'm enjoying it, dude. It's so good. Like sneaking around, like taking people out, CQC, and then if you alert some people, just trying to bop them with headshots before they go and like start popping off and stuff. But it's and then even the cutscenes, like, dude, I can't believe that this is a PS2 game, like, out hard. Like the cutscene direction and stuff, like it feels almost like PS3 level even.
He was ahead of his time when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, bro. Like you can tell. You could even tell from even like the Death Stranding stuff. Like the lineage is there. Like he always had that in him. Like the cutscene direction, the dialogue, like making things
hour
like
to 2 hour long cutscenes are there.
Yeah. 30, 45-minute cutscenes already in the beginning. That was most of my playtime, honestly, was sitting there just watching the cutscenes. But they're so like engaging though. Like even the codec calls are like so engaging when you save sometimes, like because you save with paramedic, and then like sometimes she'll give you like a little story, or she'll like check up on him and like see how he's doing and stuff like that. But man, they put our guy freaking Snake through hell, dude. They put him through hell, man. I'm so excited to just keep on playing it. Like I might end up doing the whole thing. I might end up just playing this and then going to Peace Walker, then doing MGS5, and then maybe going back to MGS 1 and 2. That might be the move. Never. I can't. I can't. I can't. I'd love to though. Well, hopefully someday, because they do still got to do a volume 2. But yeah, man, I'm playing it on my PC, running it at high settings, everything just on high.
As long as volume 2 has Revengeance, that's all I care about.
Ooh, Revengeance would be fire. I have Revengeance on Xbox as well. I think it's still there actually, because I know they delisted the Blue Point collection that came out. I think the OG Peace Walker 360 version is there still. But yeah, most of the Metal Gear games are there. And even if those ones are delisted, like the collection now is actually good. The one that came out recently, like they actually did some work to it to make it like decent. But yeah, I might end up doing the whole series run because they're not long games. They're kind of short until you get to like MGS5, which MGS5 is actually like a long game. But yeah, man, I'm what else outside of Metal Gear? I don't think there's much outside. I played a little bit of Kirby. It's You know, it's Kirby. It's great. I'm using the Meta Knight power up, and it's straight up a character action game. Like you can fucking combo people on the floor, hit them up, and then start comboing there, and then slam on the ground. Like straight up turns Kirby into character action. It's lit, man. I played a little bit of Silksong on the Switch too as well. Probably just like an hour. I didn't put too much into it because I kind of played like an hour, and I'm like, fuck, maybe I should just go and play Hollow Knight first. Like I keep on having that debate, like, damn, like I should play that and this and that, and like I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. It runs really good on the Switch too, though. In handheld, it's 120. There's no 60 FPS mode, and then once you dock it, then there is the 60 FPS to 120 FPS mode. And I switch between them. They look similar. Like I think the 120 FPS mode is 1440p, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But it looked good to me though. But it runs good and all that. But that's really it, to be honest.
Wait, so are you telling me that the Switch 2 has more 1440p 120 frame per second games than the Series S? Oh my, no, I'm just kidding. But...
Nah, I think the Series S has a lot because of the FPS boost stuff. But I think Hollow Knight actually is FPS boost on the Series S and X, if I recall. So I think it runs at like 1080p, but it's like 120 FPS. Let me actually check. Hollow Knight FPS boost.
One thing I did forget to talk about with the crest that I do love.
Mm-hmm.
Or do I love it? So with the crest, the one big difference between all of them is the bind. And if you play Hollow Knight, or if you play at the beginning of Silksong, you know, like when you hold B or A on the Switch 2, you heal by holding that button.
Mm-hmm.
But with the other crests, so like the Beast crest, when you bind, you go into a Fury, and then when you're in the Fury mode, every attack steals health from the enemy. So this, like at first I hated the Beast form, like I hated the Beast crest, but then it clicked with me because I love playing aggressive. And once I've figured out like how to really time the downward strike, the pogo, that was like super weird. It was great. Like it's really clicked after that.
Yeah, that's great.
And then the bind for that, it definitely is like, there's times where it's horrible because if I have like one health left and I don't have, like, I have one health left, but I need like I have a full like my spool of silk is full. I'm like, okay, I have to go fight and try to get some health, but there's also a chance that I could die. So like it does have its drawbacks with that. But during a boss fight, oh man, that like it's just like, hell yeah, I don't gotta stop and try to hide and shit. I'm just about to go whoop your ass and get my health back. The only downside that I don't understand is that you can only retrieve 3 health back. Only 3. But like you'll get the first like 3, every hit is 1. So the first 3 hits you'll get your health back, but you'll still be in Fury mode after that. You just won't regain any more health. So that was, I don't understand that. I guess because you would literally just be like, you wouldn't be able to die, I guess. So they don't want to give you too much of an advantage during that. Because I thought that's what it was. Like I was just gonna keep on healing. I was just running up, just recklessly slashing without actually like trying to dodge anything. And then I realized that, oh, I only got 3 health, and then after that they can kill me. So yeah, that part of the, and then with the Reaper, the bind gives you 3 health, but then you go into this mode where you can basically steal silk from the enemies, and basically it'll recharge your gauge faster so that you can like literally just do it again if you get enough hits in. So they all have, and then the first one is literally you regain all of your health. So they all have their benefits and their weaknesses in that aspect. Also, I'm actually weirdly engaged in the story, which I can't tell you a single thing about the story of Hollow Knight 1.
Yeah.
But I've actually been paying attention to the lore and stuff and what's going on in the story, and I'm actually kind of invested, which is not usually how it goes for me.
Maybe that's what they spent all this time doing, is cooking up a more interesting story and stuff like that. The boss designs and like the animations and stuff, like the intangible things.
Yeah. But that's everything for what you've been playing?
Yeah. Oh, and I looked it up. Hollow Knight 1 is FPS boost on Series X and S. So that's probably the best console version of the game.
I also picked up Chronos: The New Dawn, but I did not play it. But not
Switch 2? Switch 2?
PC. Yeah.
Bruh, you gotta get that Switch 2 version.
I need my ray tracing, bruh.
I feel it.
But yeah, I booted it up just to see the intro a little bit, but not enough to really talk about it.
Heard that one's good too. I heard that one's hella good.
Yeah, so that's on the list as well.
Nice.
But with that, let's go ahead and get into some news.
Hey.
All right, let's start off with a showcase from a dead publisher that is now revived, and that is Acclaim. And this, if you are under the age of 27, I don't know,
26.
26, you probably don't know Acclaim, but they were a staple during the SNES N64 era, and that logo was iconic. Whenever you saw that Acclaim logo, it was like, ooh, let's fucking go. Especially if it was Iggy's Wrecking Balls. And if you know that game, then you are also just as terrible as I am. But they have revived as basically an indie publisher, a modern recreation of what Acclaim was back in the day. And they're basically going to be in the same league as like Humble Games, Annapurna, Devolver Digital, finding indie devs who need some backing and showing them or like funding their games and getting them out. So they had their first showcase after their revival and just showed off the games that they had that they have coming up. And for the most part, it was okay. It wasn't the greatest thing ever. It wasn't like some of the best Devolver Digital showcases that we've seen, but they had some really good and unique looking games for sure. And I actually love the presentation of the showcase itself, because they kept on doing this little retro thing where they had like the radio announcer, and they would like change the channel of the analog TV. Like, that shit was fire. I love that they're like playing into their retro roots. So they showed off 7 or 8 games. It wasn't a lot. It was a pretty short showcase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they showed off 9 games. The first one called Grid Beat. It's the rhythm action, like data grid themed rhythm action game. I don't know if it looked like it might have been a roguelike, but I'm not too sure. But it definitely looked unique. I don't know if it's for me though, but it was different. But what'd you think about that one?
Yeah, I thought that one was I like rhythm games. They can be fun in a certain context, you know, like if you're chilling or if you're trying to have like a visual like experience. I feel like they're cool for that. But yeah, I thought this one was fun. I wasn't mad about it.
All right, and then a one that hit home for me, because Acclaim did publish a lot of sports games and basketball games back in the day, and they announced Basketball Classics, which is this classic NES double dribble style basketball game with the same like when you're going for the dunk, it like goes into the like full image of the characters, and it looks cool as hell. And they have official teams.
Oh wow!
1,000 plus NBA current NBA players and legends. 1,000.
Okay.
There's a season mode. There's like you can play against your friends. There's online play. This look cool as fuck. If you played like double dribble back in the day, this was my heart. Like, which
they
one?
got the shot meter, dude. That's sick. I missed that actually. Oh yeah, I'm there day one. What is this one called? Basketball Classics? Oh, it's available now?
Wait, is it? Don't do that.
Dude, that's what it says. Hold up, let me see on
was
Steam.
I not paying attention?
Basketball Classics. $349.
Available now.
Wait, this game's been out, bro. This game's out in 2019.
Oh,
bro,
for real?
$340. Bro, I'm about to buy this.
Hold on.
I'm about to buy
Basketball.
I'm about to buy this shit right now, man. $349? That's a steal, man.
Okay, so that's actually a cool thing, because this game has been out, but they're like publishing it in the sense that now they're like this game has been out, but like there's only 82 reviews. Nobody has played this game. So this is like a way of, I guess they're publishing the console version and like actually getting them to port it over to consoles.
Well, they're listed as the pub on the Steam.
Yeah, so
page.
I'm guessing that they've now like published it, and now they're like now they can get the exposure that they needed back when the game came out. So I like that.
Bro, I bought that shit, bro.
I just bought it too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, that shit looks sick. I want to play that right now, you know? No, that's funny.
So Basketball Classics, yeah, this game looks like a lot of fun. So I'm definitely there for that. The next one was Ground Zero Hero, and this one was probably the weakest one for me, honestly.
Okay.
I love Survivors, like Vampire Survivors style games, but this, I just did not like the art style. I didn't like it was mostly the art style.
It looks like a Flash game, bro. I feel like Rowan Edmondson, because they pulled him up, but it has that Plants vs. Zombie like art style. I'm wondering if he had anything to do with that. No, he's just a solo game dev. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. But this is like a Vampire Survivor like, where it's like post-apocalyptic and you're some mutant that runs on candy. Definitely not for me. I'm pretty sure it could be fun, but I'm just not vibing with this at all. Anything for you? Yeah, nah. I haven't played a Vampire Survivor like since Vampire Survivor, so I think there is the one 3D one that you were playing, right?
Yeah,
Like it was like that one. That one seemed cool. What was that one called?
it was called. Now I forgot.
Dude, that one looked. I remember that one looked sick, but I forgot what that one was called.
Let me go down my Steam library. I still have it installed. Megabonk. Yeah,
Megabonk.
I still have it installed because I keep looking to see if the like there's a release date or anything or any updates. Nothing.
Yeah. Oh no, planned release date September 18th.
Wait, what?
That's what it says on Steam.
Hold on. Don't play with me.
I'm not playing with you.
Store page. September 18th. 7 days. Let's go.
I'm not playing.
Let's go. I'm glad that we brought this up because
You're
I would have
welcome.
never. It would have notified me because I have it on my wish list. But
Yeah.
I'm so excited now. I'm definitely reviewing that game
Okay.
if it's not early
Yeah.
access.
Yeah.
All right, back to the show. Look,
Sure.
I'm about to buy another game on the show. So Ground Hero Zero didn't really do anything for me, but the next game was what was it called? Pixel Washer. And this is essentially Power Wash Simulator, but 2D, and you're a pig for whatever reason. But it looked interesting. Is it for me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. There's some boss battles and stuff in there.
Yeah. I saw him like fighting a dragon at the end. So I don't know how I don't see it for me.
I feel like something like this is more fun for me instead of Power Wash Simulator, just because it looks a lot less frustrating than Power Wash Simulator.
You have one spec that you haven't,
Bro.
that you
I
haven't
hated that
cleaned.
shit, dude.
You gotta go find it.
That shit filtered me out, bro. I was literally like, it was like the first or second level or something, and I was like, dude, I'm done. I was like, I'm not finding this shit. I'm out. But this actually seemed okay, I guess. I like the art style at least.
Yeah, art style looks cool. I just don't. It's not for me. But after that, we got one of my favorite announcements of the show, and that is Talaka, a 2D hand-drawn Metroidvania with this sketch-like art style that's like super unique. Has like the low frames to like simulate. It's like a flip book kinda, but it looks amazing. And I'll also shout out my black female for protagonist. Always got to support. But yeah, like this game looks cool as hell. The like all these different monsters, the like colorful, like whenever she attacks, all of these like colors of like paint, I guess, is like coming out of the enemies. Like kind of like it's supposed to be the blood, but instead of blood, it's paint. Like it looks sick.
Yeah.
It looks. I haven't seen a game that looks like this before. So I was super excited when I saw this. But what'd you think about it?
Yeah, that was the one that first caught my eye when I skimmed through this earlier. Was this one? It kind of felt like a little bit like Guacamelee to me, just in the fact that it was like kind of like that, just that aesthetic just reminded me of it. A little bit of roguelike elements I'm seeing, like power-ups and stuff that you can pick between, so that's also fun. I really like that more developers are making roguelikes and, you know, stuff like the Metroidvanias, because I feel like they're relatively easier to develop, I think, instead of like these fucking linear action games or whatever, like stay-based stuff. But yeah, man, Talaka, I wishlisted it, so it's on my radar, you know? It's looking good.
Yeah, definitely a highlight from the show. And then the next game also looked pretty cool, and that was Toss Down. This is a fast-paced, isometric action roguelike. I actually don't know if it's a roguelike or not, but I love the art style. I love how like fast paced it is. And it's like you're running from so you're completing deliveries. It's like Crazy Taxi, but you're running away from rockets. And it has like this store where you get power-ups. I don't know if it's a roguelike, like you restart after each one, but it has a feel, like it kind of has a vibe that it is. But this game looked pretty fun, chaotic, really fast paced. So I was digging this one for sure. How about you?
Yeah, it looked fun, dude. I thought that one looked sick too. I think it is gonna be like a roguelike or something like that. Kind of just strikes me as that. But yeah, it looked cool with the the guy was dodging like the enemies and stuff like that, using power ups and stuff. It looked fun.
All right, and then I believe. Okay, there's 3 more games. So this next one is also one that I did not really care for at all. I don't know what it is, but this just didn't look appealing to me. And it's called The Prisoning: Fletcher's Quest. It's like an action platformer, maybe Metroidvania, but I didn't really see any like power-ups or anything. But it also had like shoot 'em up elements. Like they would have sections where he's in a UFO or something and he's doing like shoot 'em up. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's the art style for this one too. It's just not. It also, like, the movement also looks not fluid at all. It looks very old. It does not. It looks outdated, like compared to other pixel art type of platformers.
Yeah.
But did this do anything for you?
Yeah, no, I'm kind of there with you. The art style's kind of throwing me off here for some reason. Like, yeah, it kind of reminds me of this one game that I played, like that was on the PS3, that kind of had the same art style, but I hella forgot what that game was called.
It looks a lot like Spelunky, or like if it has a Spelunky like feel, but not as cool. But yeah, like the movement feels like it's very fast and not very fluid, like Spelunky.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that one didn't do anything for me. But the next game is also probably I think this one is probably going to be the one that most people. The last 2 are going to be the ones that most people are like, "Oh, bro, this shit looks amazing." Mm-hmm. And this one is Hyper Yuki, which is a Jet Set Radio style snowboarding game. That's all that's all I need to say. It looks amazing. I love everything about what they showed off. It has that color scheme and like jaggy characters, like Jet Set Radio has that stylistic flair to it as well. But then you have that like the extreme snowboarding. It has like that cool ass SSX type of feel to it as well. They cooked with this one. It's literally like SSX meets Jet Set Radio, which are 2 beloved games. But it looked great. I'm super excited for this one. Did this one do anything for you?
Yeah, this one, it looks exactly like as you said it, Jet Set mixed in with SSX. It looked fun, yeah. Bro, all these games look fun except for like a couple of them, but for the most part, they looked fun.
Yeah, I like, only thing I want to know is like online play, career mode, like things like that. But just the gameplay alone, I'm probably sold already. but I'm hoping that they go all out with like online races and a career mode, a story mode, or something like that would also be pretty cool. But yeah, but this is also a wish list, no release date. And then they hit us with the trick. They're like, Finn, that's the end. And the announcer started wrapping up the show. And I was like, damn, like that? I'm like, okay, cool. But then they had one more announcement for us. And this game was, now I have to look it up to see if this game was already out, like NBA Classics was. But this game looked pretty fucking cool. And it's called, okay, no, this was a shadow drop. So they shadow dropped this game today. Brand new game. It's called Katana Knot. You are a space samurai in this dead space, like desolate space station that's like swarming with infected humans or aliens or something. Super hyper violent. It's a roguelike, super fast paced space horror. You got a gun and a katana. Like this one spoke to me. And then like they were showing off the different power-ups. You had like tentacles on your back. Yeah, bro. This is the one, bro. This one got me for sure. Like,
that's a shadow drop, you said?
Shadow drop today. Nice. $14.39 on Steam right now.
Oh wow, pretty good.
It reminds me a little bit of like, it feels like Katana Zero. But instead of being like very short stages, you have the full full map to explore. So yeah, it was definitely a great closer for the show because it looked amazing, and they shadow dropped it the same right after the show. So that was a great closer for me. But how'd you feel about it?
Yeah, this one also looks fucking sick. Yeah, you were saying Katana Zero. That's exactly the game that I was thinking of when I seen this one.
Speaking
for
of,
sure,
it's crazy that we haven't got that DLC that they promised us
for Katana Zero.
Yeah, they promised a free DLC that would like, I don't know if it would finish the story, because you know how it just ended abruptly and just unsatisfyingly. And they were like, yeah, there's gonna be a DLC soon. Where the fuck is that DLC? You know what? I'm about to look up who those motherfuckers are. That's the
next Silksong.
I'm about to look up who the motherfuckers are, because I'm waiting on my damn. This shit just reminded me of what I've been missing out on. How dare they? I'm upset now, but Katana Knot, yeah, it had some Katana Zero vibes for sure. But I like that you have the gun and you're a space samurai. Nothing makes sense, but it all makes sense. It's great.
Yeah.
But that was the Acclaim showcase. All in all, how would you rate this show?
Yeah, for being a little indie show, I'm gonna give it like I liked a lot of the games that they showed. I'm not gonna lie. Like I thought they were pretty fire. I'm gonna say like a 7.5, maybe an 8.
Yeah, I'm also leaning 7.5. I was feeling 8, but 2.5 of the games really didn't appeal to me. But the ones that did appeal, they were like, ooh, massive appeal. Like, ooh, Katana Knot looks insane. Talaka looked amazing. Hyper Yuki looked amazing. Basketball Classics, I already bought it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then like Grid Beat is like, I love the concept of it, but it like I don't know if I would play it. And then Pixel Washer has some cool vibes, but I just also don't see the appeal of it. And then Toss Down also looked pretty cool. But then the Prisoning and Ground Zero Hero just did nothing for me at all. So I think 7.5 definitely sums it up pretty well for this type of show.
But it was good though. They should keep doing it.
Is Acclaim? Yeah, they said this was the first and definitely not the last. So that was good. But
awesome.
Is Acclaim looking to like make it into the big three indie publishers? Are they about to, let's say, obviously Devolver Digital is number one. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, they're probably number one for sure.
See the Annapurna situation, like but if not counting like everything that went down with Annapurna, they were definitely number two. And then I would say Humble, or no, I think it's out of Humble or Team 17. Those would be vying for third place. Is Acclaim looking to come for that third place slot, or maybe first place by the end of it?
Maybe,
but we will see with some more time. But this first showcase, this first outing for them, A1. Like this was a great reintroduction into the gaming industry with this iconic name. And the funniest part was, like, I was reading the chat afterwards, and then they were like, man, mobile games, indie slop. I was like, bro, what the fuck were you expecting? Like from Acclaim, they were just gonna pop up and become EA, and like they were not gonna just be making AAA games like they were during the SNES and N64 all of a sudden. I don't know what people were expecting, but
yeah.
Their reinvention as an indie publisher, I think it's great, because honestly, there's so much talent, so many games that just go unrecognized, like basketball classics. Because this game came out in 2019, I probably would have never in my life seen this game once. I would never would have known it existed. And because of Acclaim, now I have a new game that I'm about to play after the podcast.
Oh yeah.
So like I said, there's a lot of talent out there, and we need publishers who can get that talent out into the world. So yeah, I'm loving this comeback for Acclaim. But anything else you wanted to add before we move on to our next topic?
Yeah, man, I'm liking it too. I actually like the names that they have for these games though. Like Hyper Yuki, that's pretty cool. Katana Knot,
just so
Pixel
you know,
Washer.
if you didn't know, Yuki
Talaka
in Japanese means snow. So snowboarding, hyper snow. So,
yeah, that's fire. That's sick. Yeah. Yeah,
but
man, I'm liking it.
That's an amazing name. Katana Knot, like it's like you're a samurai, but you're also an astronaut, and you have a katana. That was amazing.
Exactly. Yeah, man. I liked it. Keep doing it. Acclaim.
Yes, sir. And I got the Katana Knot demo. I didn't buy the full game yet, but I am gonna try out the demo, and if I like it, I'm definitely gonna
pick it
buy
up.
it.
Oh yeah, dude. It's on sale right now, so
yeah. But with that, let's get into our next topic. Another showcase was announced today. And of course, it's the long-awaited, long-rumored first full general first-party everything Nintendo Direct. We've been waiting on this one since the Switch 2's launch. We've gotten every type of direct under the sun, from dedicated directs to partner directs, indie worlds, like everything except the one that we've been waiting for. The one that would show us what's next for first party games on Nintendo Switch 2. Because we already have a really solid lineup to look forward to with Kirby Air Riders, Metroid Prime 4, Pokemon Legends ZA, Hyrule Warriors, Splatoon Raiders, and I think that's it. And that's enough to fill out the rest of the year, as well as like maybe if something slips into like January next year, like Hyrule Warriors, or I don't think Metro Prime's gonna slip, but Hyrule Warriors will probably be the only one that would slip into that time slot because they're just saying winter. But yeah, it's like we're already kind of like set when it comes to great first party games to look forward to for the like remainder of the year. But it's not like we don't want to be excited for what's coming next. And that's really what we've been waiting for. What is next after this initial list of games that we got announced at the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal direct? With Splatoon Raiders being like the only one that came afterwards. But we've kind of talked about like this when the rumors came up in the first place and everything. And then once Nate the Hate said, yeah, it's happening the week of the like either of the 11th or the 12th, I was like, oh yeah, it's set. And guess what? September 12th, Friday, which is rare. The fact that Switch Force was the one who said it was gonna be this September 12th on a Friday, and everyone was like, they don't do directs on Fridays. It's usually Wednesday or Thursday. And guess what? The fact that they got that right, obviously they got some good sources. Cause
Yep. Facts. I mean, I didn't think that they would do it on
September 11th.
September 11th.
Yeah, I mean, they've done events on September 11th before. They're like, that don't got nothing to do with us. September 11th didn't happen over here.
Bro, have you noticed every time a Nintendo Direct announcement happens, some shit pops off, bro? Like, what the fuck?
Hey, man. The ninjas. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, man. Just quick, what's your hype check? Oh, I have to specify why a lot of people are so excited about this direct is because we know that most general directs are like 40, maybe 45. If it's really pushing it, it gets to the 50-minute mark. This is a 60-minute direct, a full hour. And that is exciting in and of itself because, bro, they can fit so many games in this now. But we like the fact that we just know they have so much to announce, especially with third parties who are just like itching to get into like this type of direct. But what's your hype check?
Yeah, man, my hype's probably through the roof. It's funny, I'm actually looking at the Katana Knot gameplay, and this game actually looks really sick. It actually looks hella sick. He's like slicing the enemies and then pulling out his pistol and shit. All right, my bad. But yeah, man, my hype for the Nintendo Direct is through the roof. I mean, this probably is gonna be the they're probably gonna show off some Mario some. It's Mario's 40th, right? So
yeah, that's for sure gonna happen because September 13th is the anniversary day, and there's no way they leave here without talking about Mario in some capacity.
Exactly. Yeah, man, Mario. Hopefully something from our guys at Monolith. Yeah, oh yeah, gaming related.
Wait,
not Monolith.
I was about to say Monolith Mario. Hold on. What did your insider tell you that you ain't tell me yet? Mario Chronicles. Ah, bro.
No, I'm not saying what's it called? No, I'm not saying Monolith's doing a Mario game. That'd be hella funny. That would be crazy though, and that'd be insane.
But think about a monolith soft Mario RPG though. Like
that would be insane,
fully
dude.
Open world. Like imagine, okay, just come with me for a second.
Go for it.
They could get it out quickly by reusing Odyssey's world and then just making it into an RPG with a cool ass combat system that's like a mix of Xenoblade and like Paper Mario / Mario RPG somehow. Just think about it.
That would be sick.
Nintendo, write me a check.
Yeah, for sure. Right, Monolith the check too. Yeah, man, I'm excited, dude. I hope I hope the trend that Nintendo sets is with every new game announcement, they do like a Switch 2 update for the previous game, Like if they announce like let's just throw hypotheticals. Like let's just say they announce a new Mario RPG and they're like Brothership is 60 FPS,
Needed.
Or if they announce a new Xenoblade or whatever their next game is, and they'd be like Xenoblade 1, 2, 3, and X, all 60 FPS. Go and play them.
Yeah, because they did that with Splatoon Raiders.
Yeah.
Got a Switch 2 update right after, Splatoon 3 got a Switch 2 update right after the announcement of Splatoon Raiders.
Yep.
And
exactly.
Which like that they announced that like 2-3 days after, or like it was like a week after the launch of the Switch 2. So the update could have been there at launch. They were literally just holding it off
for the announcement,
to go with the announcement. And I feel like a lot of these Switch 2 updates are literally that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and even with Dragon Quest 3, they announced that with Octopath Zero and what's it called?
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was Octopath Zero and what's that game called? Adventure Elliot. Yeah, they announced that with that. So I feel like that's the precedent that they're gonna set is they're gonna announce the new game and then they're gonna be like Switch 2 update for the Switch 1 games. And we might get a lot of that too. That hopefully, hopefully they show off Metroid Prime, the release date. I'm actually really looking forward to that. Maybe they can even be like,
I think
maybe
they're just gonna announce a dedicated direct but no release date.
That could work actually.
I think
because
they're gonna show a little bit of new gameplay and then say tune in to on blah 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 day for a Metroid Prime 4 direct.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds fair. I think that might be a December release though, unfortunately. But
I don't think it's December.
You don't think so? Because I feel like they're hitting that 1 game a month cadence. Like they got Kirby last month. They got Kirby and Dragon Ball. Yeah, and they don't got nothing this month. I kind of feel like Hollow Knight kind of fills that spot for them because that game is like literally number 1 on the eShop. But yeah, no, you're right. No, nothing for September. But if they do the 2 weeks thing for that would be
Metro
insane.
Prime 4 drops
dude.
in 2 weeks.
That would be insane. It drops like
all
9.
10 of you Metroid fans, go get it.
That'd be insane, dude. They say it drops on 9/26 or something.
Yeah, I mean the Metroid fans are gonna show up regardless of when it comes out. All the 3 million Metroid fans that show up for every single Metroid release, the 3 million copies every single time that it sells.
Hey, but at least it does do like comparable to the other ones. Didn't Metroid Dread like sell the most actually?
Yeah, but barely. It barely reached that it went over the 3 million mark that the original Metroid set the record for.
Got it. I still hope they do 2 and 3 remasters. Like I still want those games to be able to be played on the Switch or Switch 2. That'd be nice.
Actually, if they shadow drop 2 and 3 and then say Metro Prime 4 in December, I would be okay with that.
Yeah, that could work. Did they wait? Did they shadow drop the first one?
Yes, they did. They shadow dropped Metro Prime
They
Remastered.
did, right? That's crazy. Hey, you know, maybe we just hit something there. Metroid Prime, that'd be insane. 2 and 3, and then 4 release date or 4 like direct or something like that. Ooh, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. Maybe they'll show off. Maybe Atlas will announce like Metaphor and stuff here, because I feel like Atlas and Sega kind of have showed up at every single one of these.
I don't know if they'll pull the focus from Persona 3 Reloaded. I feel like they're gonna try to stagger the releases, because
I think they might just show more of Reload.
Yeah, because I feel like they're big ass RPGs. Now I don't think they want to put both out at a similar time. They want to kind of
what if they say like Metaphor is out in spring of 2026 or something?
Maybe.
I think they could announce something here,
or show Persona 4. Did they announce that for the Switch too, or do we have platforms besides?
Let me check. That one's called Revival, right?
Yeah, Persona 4
Persona 4 Revival platform. Just says Series X and S, Windows, and PlayStation 5.
Okay. So maybe we'll see if they want to announce that there.
That'd be cool. Maybe they can be like Persona 3 Reload next month, and then like you can do a Persona 5 Switch 2 update right now or something like that. That'd be kind of sick.
I mean, Persona 5 actually runs pretty well, but it does need a resolution boost.
Nice.
But other than third party, which we still have those rumors or leaks, I guess, because it's kind of basically confirmed at this point. Red Dead Redemption 2, Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh yeah,
and Digimon Story, the new one that no one cares about. Those were all leaked, as well as technically Tekken 8, but I don't think they're gonna do that now. I think they're still working on it. But you think we see any of those? I think we see the first 3 I named for sure.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right on the money on there. I think they might even date Elden Ring here. They'll probably be like, oh, it's out in blah blah blah. They'll probably date FF7. Or you said not third parties though.
Well, no, I was just saying like I should have not said besides third party, but on the subject of third parties, yeah, Final Fantasy 7 could definitely get its date here, because we're like 3 months away from winter at this point.
I think they're gonna slot that in November.
I think it's either gonna be early next year or December.
For FF7, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What else? Yeah, Elden Ring seems like a lock for getting a date.
I think that they are gonna push that one out this year as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, even though it probably needs some work.
I don't think it's gonna be the Star Wars Outlaws case.
No.
Where it's like, oh, it plays terribly at Gamescom, and then you get it, it's like, actually, this is pretty amazing. I think it's gonna be, no, this game actually plays terribly.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like every From Software release.
It's not gonna bode well for Duskbloods as well, I think, which might also show up
looked
here.
bad when we saw it.
Yeah,
but it was still like oh, but it's a new game, so it's pretty cool though. Like,
yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
Oh man, I actually think that Ubisoft is gonna do Mirage on Switch instead of Shadows first. I think they're gonna do Mirage just because it's having like the new story DLC stuff coming out soon. I think they might end up doing that.
Shadows
actually
is also getting new DLC.
Oh yeah, it is, huh?
The claws,
I don't know.
claws of whatever.
Because I know Assassin's Creed Mirage is on iOS as well, but I don't think Shadows is on iOS.
Oh no.
So I just kind of feel like it would be easier for them to port over Mirage first.
I mean, I don't think. If anything, they would do a double, like just be like, "Hey, Mirage and Shadows, 2 Assassin's Creed games are coming to Nintendo Switch 2." I can see that happening for sure.
Yeah, they could do that. Yeah, yeah. Some more Ubisoft, bro. That'd be insane if they showed off the Rayman here, dude. Bro. I think Nintendo got that, bro. I think Nintendo does have Rayman. Like whenever it does show off.
Or like
no, not
marketing?
exclusive. Not exclusive.
I think for sure marketing, because they are where Rayman has been for like the last 2 decades. Rayman Legends was supposed to be Wii U exclusive. The Rayman Rabbids, that was Wii. Like, Rayman has essentially just been like Nintendo marketed, and then obviously Mario Rabbids, and then the Rayman DLC. Like they're in lock and step, Rayman and Nintendo.
Bro, one game that needs to come to Switch is Rainbow Six Siege. I think they need to put that game on Switch, bro. I feel like it could work.
I mean, it could work, but would it work?
I think, bro, I would try it out, honestly. Siege on the go, that'd be kind of fire.
I mean, it's Ubisoft. They'll port anything anywhere, honestly. if they can run it, yeah, go ahead, put it on there. Let's go. Stadia, sure. Oh, what is that? I don't care. Just put it on there. Because honestly, Ubisoft was the biggest supporter of Stadia. They had everything on that bitch.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see them just bringing everything eventually. Like Rainbow Six could definitely go there. Even For Honor could just like, hey, we still have For Honor. Does Brawlhalla work? Like, is it compatible?
I actually don't know. Probably is.
So yeah, I expect Ubisoft to have some presence here of sure. Some kind. All right. Let's go down the big ones. Is EA gonna show up? And if they are, what do they bring in?
EA, I mean, they already announced FC, right? And they already announced Madden. Mm-hmm. The only other EA game or sports game that's left is college football, which
would be awesome.
Which would be sick, but it would probably run at 30, which is so garbage because I think Madden runs at 30 on Switch too.
30,
which is fucking trash.
Which is crazy because they made FC run at 60 FPS on the Switch 1, but somehow they didn't want to get Madden running at 60 on the Switch 2. Make it make sense.
Oh, bruh. It's ridiculous.
Hopefully they do better optimization next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
NBA 2K also runs at 30, by the way.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn. That's a shame. Because doesn't the WWE one run at 60?
Yeah, WWE does run at 60. But I think Shiver is not with the NBA. It's funny because, like, on the Switch, WWE was notoriously a horrible port. But then NBA 2K was always like, man, this actually, like, runs and looks pretty decent for it being the Switch. Like, it's crazy that they were able to get the full fat game on here like this.
Yeah.
And now WWE is like one of the best ports on the Switch 2. And then we have NBA 2K not actually taking the full advantage of the hardware, or at least not being the best optimized for it. Mm-hmm. So yeah. It also doesn't have cloth physics.
Interesting.
But I think that's due to CPU limitations for the Switch 2, because that is actually pretty CPU intensive.
Interesting.
But yeah, I was researching that because I was curious about the Switch 2 version of that game. All right.
Sure.
So you don't think anything's coming from EA?
I mean, like I'm thinking like what? I don't think that they would do Veilguard, to be honest.
They need to make that money somehow.
Yeah, but I don't know, bro. I feel like they're trying to just wipe their hands with that game and just let it be. What else do they even
All right,
have?
I got 2 ideas.
Split. I mean, Split Fiction's already there.
Yeah, it's already on there. I have 2 ideas.
Go for it.
Mass Effect trilogy
Okay.
and Star Wars Jedi collection, The Fallen Order and Survivor. Both games coming to the Switch 2. Those are my 2 that I could see.
Oh yeah,
happening.
the Fallen games. Yeah, those. Well, yeah, those for sure can run on the Switch too.
Yeah, because they backported Survivor to the PS4 and Xbox One, so those are already optimized for lesser hardware.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those are pretty, and they're pretty significant. They're the Star Wars games especially. I think they would do really well on the Switch. And then the Mass Effect trilogy, there's never, well, besides Mass Effect 3 on the Wii U, like that was the only Mass Effect game that Nintendo ever got. Like we've never had the full trilogy on the Switch. So I think Legendary Collection plus Andromeda comes to the Switch too.
Legendary Collection would be sick.
All right, let's go to Take-Two.
Okay.
They've been showing up. Oh, we already said Rockstar is going to be here with Red Dead Redemption 2. But anything else? Obviously, Borderlands 4 might get a trailer or something, some kind of, because it's coming out soon. Actually, it's coming out the same day as the Direct, so you know it might get a little highlight available now type deal. Oh no, Switch 2 version is coming in October. I forgot. So they might show up with that, and actually we'll see like actual gameplay for it now, running on the Switch 2. But anything else coming to mind for Take-Two?
I mean, they could do Mafia. That would be an interesting pull.
Mafia trilogy would be awesome, and then
Mafia would be
the
sick.
new Mafia as well.
I don't Take-Two. I'm thinking like what else they even have. It's usually just like
Obviously,
2K and yeah, it's just 2K and freaking
BioShock 4 gets announced at the Switch now.
That would be insane. It's like, actually, bro, that would be insane. It's like Red Dead 2, BioShock, and then
Switch 2 updates for the BioShock trilogy would be great. Because they're already on the Switch 1, but it would be great to get them at a higher frame rate and resolution. Yeah.
I don't, because I'm thinking like if they show Red Dead 2, then they'll tease GTA 6. Like I feel like that's like the wombo combo.
I don't think they.
I feel like that's
because they didn't do that with like GTA trilogy and then say, you know, like Red Dead Redemption 1 is also coming.
Yeah,
to the
but
Switch.
GTA trilogy was trash though. So, but no, I don't think anything else from Take-Two. Honestly, they got a pretty. I mean, most of their stuff's already. Borderlands 4 is already announced for it. All that stuff. So it's really just GTA 6.
They showed out pretty early because Civilization, 2K, WWE, like they showed up pretty early with the Switch 2.
Facts.
Actually, they showed up pretty early with the Switch 1 too, because they got NBA 2K their day, like not day one, but year one.
Yeah,
with the
that was
Switch.
one of the first games they teased with
they
the
showed
Switch.
it in the rooftop party trailer for the Switch 1.
Yep.
So yeah, Take-Two has actually been a pretty good supporter of the Switch when they can. Anything that was easily runnable, they were just like, yeah. And then later down the line, they were just like, you know what? Let's get those Borderlands games, let's get those BioShock games on there. And they actually did a decent enough job with the ports.
Yeah.
Judas, that's under Take-Two. I think
that
it's still
is,
too
huh?
early. Yeah. Which is
Judas
so weird that they have they have the guy who made BioShock who left 2K to make not BioShock, but basically BioShock under 2K. Weird, but okay.
Yeah, that's
and then they're still making BioShock 4 also.
Yeah, they got Rod Ferguson over there doing that.
Yeah, shout out to Rod Ferguson. He gonna clean that shit up. He about to hey, we all know Rod Ferguson is the closer, and he about to go over there and be like, yeah, all this shit that y'all got going on is not working. This is how we about to do it. And that shit about to ship in 2 years max. I'm trying to look at other games that they've put out recently, but it's fine. All right.
Yeah.
Any Xbox games show up? We got the Indiana Jones announcement.
Yeah.
Which was pretty significant, but they still have a lot of rumored games that are supposed to be coming to the Switch too, including like Forza, Halo, Gears, maybe a Gears Reloaded port, like late port for Gears Reloaded. Anything you thinking?
Xbox. I feel like if did they show the Indiana Jones thing at they showed that opening night live, huh?
Yeah, opening night live. Just like as a blurb for the DLC. It's just like, hey, also coming to the Switch too. Yeah,
maybe they show a little bit of indie. I don't think there's gonna be too much Xbox. I actually think that Sony might be here over Xbox with MLB.
You don't think it's too early for MLB?
I don't think it's too early, bro. I think they could even probably update the Switch 1 version of MLB. They could probably be like, boom, Switch 1 is running at 1440p, 60 FPS.
It's actually already running at 60.
What happened?
It's already running at 60 because they had an unlocked frame rate.
Yeah, it's already running at 60, so I just need that res and probably like the updated models
and then the
stuff.
Dynamic resolution also made it like look sharper throughout the entire game. But it
maybe
can still be better.
Maybe Doom, bro. Maybe Doom might get announced here. That'd be
Doom
sick.
Would make a lot of sense because they already have a history of just porting Doom to the Nintendo consoles.
Yeah.
And we know that if indies come in, that id Tech engine is like, that's the new id Tech. Same with Doom the Dark Ages. So it's already up and running on the Switch too. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good guess also. All right, hear me out. Okay. Obviously, a certain team did a lot of optimizing recently, and they did so much optimizing that they were able to add a 60 FPS mode to the PS5 and Series X versions of the game. But maybe a lot of that optimizing was for a port to the Switch 2 in order to make it shine on that platform. And that game in question, Hellblade 2.
Oh.
Are we gonna see Hellblade 2 Miracle? Because Hellblade 1 looks amazing on the Switch 1. They did a fantastic job of porting that to the Switch 1. Are we gonna get the sequel, the best looking game of the generation, character model wise, at least, because Death Stranding kind of got them in the world detail now? But hey, that would actually be pretty sick to see.
Yeah.
Even though I don't.
Didn't Hellblade 1 get announced for the Switch 1 like pretty late in the cycle, or am I tripping?
No, it was like during like 2020-ish when it got announced for the Switch. Let me see. But it wasn't super late, I know that.
Okay.
Hellblade.
That's cool that they announced they put it on the Switch. I hella forgot that happened as well.
It was released in 2019 on the Switch. So
Oh
even
wow,
before
2019.
2020. Because I was like, it was impressive. It was an impressive port. Like they, like visually, it lost minimal detail from the PS4 and Xbox One versions.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still like stuck to 30 FPS for the most part. So that's why I have faith in Ninja Theory doing a port of Switch 2, or sorry, Hellblade 2 for the Switch 2. I think they can pull it off. But yeah, that would be cool to see, just on a technical level, rather than like me wanting to play the game on the Switch. I just think it'd be cool to see it running on there. All right. You said PlayStation. Anything in particular you think? Is it time for they've been porting the Japan studios? Is it time for my beloved Gravity Rush 2 to get handed over to Bandai Namco and they port over?
And then do a shit job.
Yeah, and then they do a shit job.
That's just gonna be at 30 FPS, like 720p.
Actually, never. You just dashed all my hopes.
I know, bro. Don't ever mention Bandai Namco and Switch together, dog.
I forgot that
they gotta prove themselves, bro.
I forgot what they've been doing on there, bro.
Yeah, bro. I have no faith in Bandai on the Switch, dog. Especially after seeing that Elden Ring doesn't use DLSS. Like, yeah, they don't know what they're fucking doing. Like, I don't even think that.
Does it
go
run?
for it.
It runs.
Yeah.
What frame rate? They don't care. Just put that shit out.
Ridiculous, bro.
So, yeah.
But Sony, see, bro, like I would love for them to be like, last year we gave y'all Lego Horizon, this year we're gonna give you Horizon Zero Dawn.
Bro, they will flip their shit.
and then
we're gonna hear the
logo.
Like we gonna see Nib pop up with another fucking book about how actually, you know, Horizon coming to the Switch does not is, you know, because at first it was, oh, Helldivers is a live service game. That's the new excuse. It's a live service game, so it doesn't count. But now we're gonna see, you know, the Switch is in competition, so it's okay. As long as it doesn't come to Xbox, then that's so yeah.
And like 2 days later, they're like, "Oh, it's also coming."
All right, like if it's coming to the Switch, I think it will eventually, and I think they're gonna announce Lego Horizon and Horizon coming to Xbox at the same time. So yeah,
that'd be hella funny, dude. But imagine if they do a Helldivers here as well.
Yeah, bro. I want Helldivers on the Switch too. That would be so dope.
Oh yeah. They could actually get DLSS in the game too at that. Imagine they're like, Switch 2 has DLSS but the PC version still doesn't. That'd be insane. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not expecting too much, but I would like for them to do something. You know, Sony can bring over their games to their older games at least. Like, you know, God of War 2018. Like, what's stopping them from, you know, bringing that over, or Ghost of Tsushima, or even freaking even a Gran Turismo, you know, like any one of these games, they would pop off.
I mean, what's stopping them from announcing a brand new game? Because it's not like they haven't done that before at other Nintendo Directs. So you know, a brand new game that I would love for them to announce at the Switch 2 Direct, or Switch Direct, the Nintendo Direct. Legends of Dragoon Remaster. Let's fucking go! They're doing it. It's happening.
Yeah, that would be sick, dude.
So yeah. Let's see. We already talked about Ubisoft. Who were some other big names that I'm forgetting? I don't want to talk about Bandai Namco. Fuck them guys.
Square? Yeah.
Obviously Final Fantasy VII was their first big well, I guess Bravely Default Remaster was their first big announcement for the Switch 2. Final Fantasy VII was also there. But actually, Square's actually been announcing a shit ton for the Switch 2. I don't even know if they would have anything else to announce because all of their upcoming games are coming. Oh, I guess they haven't announced Final Fantasy 16 yet. So there's still a chance that I feel like they wanted to put the focus on Final Fantasy 7 first, but maybe, or it's just taking a longer time to optimize Final Fantasy 16 because it runs like shit. So yeah, I think maybe an announcement, if not here, probably the next direct, the January.
No Kingdom Hearts.
Ooh, Kingdom Hearts.
That would be
not
insane.
Cloud versions, native versions. Hey, don't get me wet.
Ooh, 60 FPS too on the go. Ooh,
yeah,
that'd be insane, bro. That'd be insane.
So yeah, I think that's really all Square would have on the table, unless they have another new game to announce that we for the Switch 2.
Forspoken.
Oh my fucking god.
That would be insane. That would be insane.
Babylon's Fall Revival. Let's fucking go.
That'd be also insane.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, from Square, huh? Maybe, what if they announce Rebirth 2? That'd be crazy. That'd be like, here's FF7, here's Rebirth 2. I think they're gonna
wait until Remake comes out to announce Rebirth, and then they'll announce that all, like, the next game is coming to all platforms whenever that gets announced.
It's probably all from Square.
Yeah. Sega, anything new? Oh, we talked about them. We talked about Atlas.
Yeah, we talked about Atlas a little bit.
Any Yakuza No, they already announced Yakuza Kiwami 2.
Yakuza Kiwami 2, yeah.
So, yeah.
I think I actually think that there's not going to be any new Yakuza announcement here, because they have the big RGG. No, because they have the RGG Direct, and that's supposed to be to coincide with TGS.
Oh, okay.
So I think yeah, so I think that I don't think that there's going to be any Yakuza stuff here. But maybe what's it called? Maybe Sonic something? I don't know though.
We don't want that.
They don't do the Olympic stuff anymore, huh? They don't do any like sports games for Sonic and Mario.
That last one, like, we're not getting anymore.
Let me see what else is on the plate for Sega. Oh, what if they drop like a Shinobi Switch 2 thing? That'd be sick.
Definitely need it.
Definitely needs it. They could maybe show off one of their other revival games here. Their IP revival games. That'd be cool.
Or
a Jet Set Radio.
Golden Axe. Or
Golden Axe. Streets of Rage.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see.
Maybe they'll show off one of, because I think their next. I think one of those brawler ones is next. Either Golden Axe or Streets of Rage. I think that's in October, if I remember correctly.
I don't think so. I don't think we don't got any dates for anything outside of Shinobi.
Oh, okay.
I think you might be thinking of Double Dragon.
Double Dragon, I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that much else from Sega. I would really like to see them what's it called, do the Shinobi though, for sure.
I think if any, like, it would be a new announcement that we don't know about. But as far as ports, I don't see them really porting. Maybe we get a Sonic Frontier Switch 2 edition, because that first one was pretty bad. Or like the.
Well, I mean, it's already kind of time to announce the next Sonic game. No, the mainline one.
We can go another decade.
That's hella funny. What about Demon Slayer? Did they port that to Switch 1?
I think it's on Switch 1.
It's not Switch 2 yet, though, right?
Switch 2 edition, if I'm remembering.
Let me check.
Or maybe there isn't a Switch 1 at all.
Hinokami Chronicles, the first one's on Switch 1. Hinokami Chronicles 2. Oh, Hinokami Chronicles 2 is also there as well. No Switch 2 though, so that'd be cool if they can do something for that too. Yeah, not much else from Sega though. I don't think too much else unless they announce a new Sonic game here, which would be insane. Sonic and Mario in the same direct.
All right. Arc System Works, do they show up with that leaked codename game? Because we already got the first code name. That one already came out. Is it time to announce the second one? Watari?
Maybe.
It was supposed to be late 2025, so this would be
true.
the perfect
Yeah,
time.
I would say so.
But yeah. But let's shift from third party. Let's get into what we really want, what we really been waiting for. What's next for the first party lineup on the Switch 2? What are we gonna be seeing starting next year? Now, we already know about a couple of games that were announced for the Switch 1, which is Rhythm Heaven and Tomodachi Life. I think at least one of them is going to make an appearance, and I think it's going to be Tomodachi Life because they closed the show out with that one. So I think they're going to put some more gameplay and maybe a release date for that one. So that could be there.
Okay.
Rhythm Heaven, I mean, I just don't see like making another trailer for Rhythm Heaven, like, because just seeing it doesn't really do anything as far as like showing it off.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's just like in the highlights section. I don't really see it just having another big trailer in this show. So I think one of those I think Tomodachi Life will definitely be here. And let's see. But what's after that? That's the question.
Professor Layton.
First party.
Oh yeah, that's not first party.
Oh, also, I forgot to talk about the rumor, or like the rumor that was, who was it? Nintendo Life or someone was saying that there's gonna be 3 games with the number 7 at this direct.
Really?
And obviously, Final Fantasy 7 is one.
Final Fantasy 7, Resident Evil.
There's rumors that all the RE Engine Resident Evil games are coming.
Bro. What if they show off Black Ops 7, bro? Bro.
But I had my answer. Insane. I was like, I know what it is, and I was so happy. Yeah. And then he came out and he was like, by the way, it's not Ace Attorney 7, and I wanted to kill him. Like, bro, it's about to be a decade since the last Ace Attorney game, and they're doing.
I thought they made like a side story one.
No, they've been pulling a Mega Man, and they're just re-releasing all the Ace Attorney games. They're just re-releasing them on the current hardware. So they did the great Ace Attorney, which was like the Showa era version of Ace Attorney. They actually like remade that one, kind of. So that's probably new in that sense. But then they did like Ace Attorney Investigations 1 and 2. 2 never came to the US, so that was good to see. They did the Apollo Justice Collection, and then obviously the Ace Attorney Collection. But with Investigations 1 and 2 was the last Ace Attorney games that they can re-release. So they're at the point where Mega Man is now. You don't have anything else to port. What are you gonna do? Not make a new game. So yeah. But I was so upset when they said it wasn't Ace Attorney 7, because I need that. I need RE Engine Ace Attorney 7 full glow up like they did Onimusha. Like, I need that injected into my veins yesterday. But other than that, I'm trying to think. Okay. back to first party. Sorry. Okay, what's next for first party? I think we are gonna see Splatoon Raiders, and then we're gonna get a date, and it's probably gonna be like, it might be this year, but I think they are gonna push it to next year. So that would be a good one, but we already know about that one. It's time to be shocked and awed. I want something new.
Shocked and awed?
Yeah, I want that. Oh my god, it's happening. What's gonna be that moment?
Maybe Mario Maker. Maybe a sports
3.
title. Maybe it's all the sports put into one. That'd be crazy, dude.
They've done this twice, and both times they've half-assed every sport in the fucking collection.
Yeah, but who knows, bro? Maybe this is the one they nail it, dude. What if it's like every sport is ass, but like baseball is the best one or something? Like,
I still don't want it. Look, if they do that and make it a live service title like Nintendo Switch Sports, where it just like they updated, maybe add new sports or they like add new players and shit, that would be great. I would love that. Are they gonna do that? Probably not.
Switch 2 sports, bro, with mouse controls.
Air hockey.
That would actually be fun.
Air hockey with the mouse controls would be awesome.
I feel like a dart game with the Joy-Con would be cool. Like maybe you can flick the little Joy-Con to throw the dart.
Look at it.
That'd be kind of sick. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, man.
So okay, if there's a Mario game, anything game related for Mario for the 40th anniversary, because there's the big chance is that we just get Mario movie, and then Miyamoto says, "All right, peace out, y'all," and then that's it. But I don't see a new game. Like, it's just too soon in the way the timeline goes. Mario Wonder just came out, and the Odyssey team made Donkey Kong Bonanza. I just don't see how they can have a new game ready on either front. So the only thing I can think of is the short route, which is Switch 2 update and expansion for Mario Wonder, or the long-awaited Odyssey DLC that we never got, Switch 2 expansion plus a Bowser's Fury type of add-on for Super Mario Odyssey. I think makes the most sense.
Or nah, you're forgetting one, bro.
Super
Galaxy
Princess
2 remake,
Peach.
bro.
I don't want that shit.
Bro, what if that's the most likely possibility here? Is a collection 2 with fucking Super Mario Galaxy and shit. Galaxy 2.
Who's gonna be in the collection with them? That's the last game.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only game you need, bro. It's like the one game. It's like a bunch of like side content shit.
A straight port with like HD resolution, and it's gonna be $20. That's the best that they're gonna give you for Galaxy 2.
Or they can do like
Mario
remember
Luigi
when we
collection would be awesome. The RPGs.
Yeah. Or they can do Switch 2 versions of the Sunshine 64 and Galaxy 1, and then be like Galaxy 2 is a DLC to that or something like that.
Oh, wait. All right. Ooh, I just thought of it because you just gave me an idea.
Okay.
They're using NVIDIA remix on
RTX remix.
Yeah, the RTX remix on the Super Mario 3D collection, bro.
That'd be cool.
I don't know if they could do that on the console, but that would be fucking dope if they were able to pull that off.
Yeah, it's like fucking Jensen comes out with his fucking leather jacket. He's like, we've been working with Nintendo on some. Y'all thought we didn't care about gaming. Nah.
Bro, I was getting my ass handed to me on this boss. Like,
Bro,
I'm just
Silksong
watching I'm just watching myself just get like demolished and then have to run back every single time. This part had me fuming because there was just so many obstacles that I had to go through to get to this fucking boss. And I just kept on dying. It was actually the boss that they just nerfed. Luckily, I haven't updated my game. So I got to beat the pre-nerf boss and he was whooping my ass. But I killed him. I got his bitch ass. But yeah, I think we're gonna see updates to. I don't know if we'll get a new. I don't see it likely that we get a new game unless it's like a Super Mario 35 type of game. Nothing mainline or anything really big. But maybe that Mario Sluggers, because that's been rumored like on the Switch. So maybe Mario Sluggers for the 40th anniversary, featuring Shohei Ohtani.
Otani.
Shohei Ohtani in the game, since he's on the Mariners. He's on the Mariners, right?
He's on the Dodgers.
Oh shit. Well,
the Mariners are trash, bro.
Hey man, they got the Nintendo logo, so they're best
actually
team.
I don't think that they're that bad. They're actually, I think they're decent.
They're the best team because they got Nintendo logos.
That's funny.
What are you doing? Heal. Okay. All right.
That's funny.
All right. So Zelda is also the one that we just got 2 big Zelda titles from the only 2 developers that work on Zelda games outside of like Hyrule Warriors. And that is Echoes of Wisdom from Grezzo and Tears of the Kingdom in 2023. Is there a chance that Zelda makes an appearance here? New Zelda.
A tease would be insane, bro, because I mean that Switch 2 port could not have taken them to 2 years.
For sure.
So a tease would be incredible, bro. I love when Eiji Onuma comes out, bro. Like, you know he's gonna show something crazy, like you know he's gonna show something insane when he pops out. But it might be too soon, bro. It might be a little. I think that we're more likely to see a Monolith instead of the Eiji Onuma team.
I think Monolith wants to show whatever the fuck they got.
Oh yeah, because their last game was 23 as well, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they made X, but
22,
right?
And then they did the DLC in 23.
Got it. And yeah, and Xenoblade X did not. You know that didn't take them 2 or 3 years, so you know that they're itching probably to show off what they're working on. I think it's gonna be the Xenoblade team. I don't think the Onuma team is this year. I think Onuma's next year.
All right. Now I have my background for a reason.
Fire Emblem.
Because it's been a little minute. I mean, Engage did come out, but we don't count Engage. But Fire Emblem is actually one of the faster releases for like Nintendo's big, large scale games. Is it time for the next Fire Emblem or even a remake to be announced?
I think so. I think it's time. What remake you thinking? Awakening?
Oh no, not yet. They're gonna wait on that one. But the long rumored one has been Genealogy of the Holy War, which is considered like the best FE classic game for sure. It's a Marth game, so always good to have Marth. But they were doing the remakes during the 3DS era, one by one, or I guess not they did the DS remake of the first game, and then they did the second game on the 3DS. But we never got anything like remake for the Switch because they did Engage, which was the 25th, 30th, 30 some, I think it's 30th anniversary of Fire Emblem. And that was the anniversary game where they were bringing back all of like the game features all of like the classic heroes as little ghosts that help your character. So that was like the anniversary title where they basically made that for that anniversary. But I think they are going to go back to their remake cadence now. And even though Genealogy of the Holy War isn't the next one, I think it's the one that everyone's waiting for. So yeah, I don't think we'll get a new. They might tease the new one, if they show off the remake. Just be like, hey, we're also working on the next entry in the Fire Emblem series, and we get a little like title card that just says Fire Emblem, like they did with the Nintendo Switch one. So yeah, something like that.
That's Intelligent Systems.
Yep, Intelligent Systems.
What else do they make?
They made Advance Wars, but Way Forward handled that remake. And then they also make the Paper Mario games.
Okay.
But the last one that they actually like made from scratch was Origami King in 2020.
They don't make anything else? Hold up, let me check.
I mean, they do, but it's usually like something small.
Systems. We are intelligent. No, this is not the right one. Intelligent Systems, Nintendo.
I think they do the WarioWare games. Are they the ones who do WarioWare?
Okay, so I'm on nintendo.fandom.com/wiki. They are products: Fire Emblem, Nintendo Wars. Never heard of that. Metroid series. What the fuck did they make?
They did WarioWare Move It and WarioWare Get Together. So
they made WarioWare.
Yeah, and they obviously worked on the remake of Paper Mario, but that wasn't like full-on remake. Like it was just kind of a really
that still needs a Switch 2 port as well.
Yeah.
The Thousand Year Door. That one, that wasn't that the rumored one too. Like it was like dug in the files or something that they had like a 4K like thing or something like that.
Not that. I mean, I don't remember if it did or not.
I think that one did.
And then Intelligent Systems just throws me in the fire and just says, actually, we're making a new Paper Mario game instead. And it's going to be Sticker Star 2, and I'm going to be pissed off. Nah, I think Intelligent System, after the Thousand Year Door remake, I think Intelligent Systems knows that they have to go back to that. I think their next Paper Mario is going to be on that level. And they're not going to do the stupid ass like mechanics that they keep doing in the newer ones. Well, basically just not making an RPG. Doing everything except making RPG. So yeah. Yoshi always shows up at some point. Are we gonna see Yoshi? Let's do some quick fires. Is Yoshi gonna appear? Yes or no?
Yoshi? Nah.
No Yoshi.
No Yoshi.
Technically, Kirby.
Well, I mean, if Galaxy 2 shows up, then Yoshi is gonna show up. So
I mean, a standalone Yoshi.
I know, I got you. I got you.
A new Kirby game, not Air Riders, because that's actually not HAL Laboratory. Is a HAL Laboratory Kirby game gonna get announced?
Nah. I think it's too soon.
I actually do think we're gonna see a Kirby game. And it's
Really?
gonna be Planet Robobot remake or HD, whatever they want to call it. Okay. Let's see. WarioWare. A Switch 2 focused WarioWare game that takes advantage of the mouse controls.
That'd be sick.
Is that in the cards?
I think Wario deserves some love.
Man, he needs a full game, not just WarioWare.
I feel like the last full game was Shake It or something, right? It was like WarioWare Shake It or Move It.
Yeah. Move it.
Wario.
I like the
That was on the Wii, right?
Yep. No. It was on the Switch.
No, I'm talking about like a actual like platformer.
Oh yeah, Shake It. Yeah. That's the last platformer for sure. Okay. Smash. Does Smash get revealed?
Nah,
All right.
not unless it's the Arxis game that's making Smash this time.
No, it's not happening. Pikmin. Does Pikmin make an appearance?
Oh, Pikmin would be sick. We know Miyamoto likes to hold on to Pikmin, right?
Hopefully, Pikmin 4 Switch 2 edition.
Yeah, is it Pikmin 4 on Unreal? I think that is on Unreal. Pikmin 4 engine. Yeah, it's on Unreal 4. Yeah, that could definitely get a Switch 2 edition for sure.
Luigi's Mansion 4. Does it make the appearance?
Luigi's Mansion? Nah, I don't think so.
All right. Animal Crossing. Is it time?
Ooh, dude, first year would be, if they announced that in the first year, that would be that. You know, I'm inclined to say yeah. I'm inclined to say yes to Animal Crossing.
I think they're definitely like moving this forward because of how successful it is. And you know what makes me believe that Animal Crossing is coming sooner than expected? Because we're not getting Splatoon 4, and that's the same team. The fact that they're doing a Splatoon spinoff, I think that's because they've been focusing on Animal Crossing and getting that out as soon as possible for the Switch 2. So I think Animal Crossing is in the cards. All right. Is Nintendogs getting its revival here?
Nintendogs?
Yeah.
Nintendogs plus cats? Plus fucking, I don't know, plus mouse?
ducks.
I don't know.
Let's fucking go.
Plus ducks? Plus bugs? I don't know, dude. I think Nintendogs is in the grave, bro.
Bro, how? It's literally, they keep making, like, there's all these clones of it for a reason. Nintendo, we want Nintendogs. No one wants to take care of a real dog. They want all of the best parts without the bad parts. Just go ahead and do it. It's time. All right. Do we see a fitness game like Ring Fit Adventure 2 or anything like that here?
I think, you know, I seen some people like speculating like maybe another Pilot Wings or something like that. That'd be hella funny. Like what if you can like go into FPS with like do like the mouse controls for the cockpit or something like that? That'd be that'd be kind of sick. But what was the game that you said?
Ring Fit Adventure or any fitness game that's similar.
They might, just because the Ring Fit Adventures doesn't really work on Switch 2, right?
Yeah.
So they might do it.
It does, because you can just pair the old Joy-Con.
Got it. I feel like Nintendo likes their little sporty stuff, so maybe
and it also sold 15 million copies. So I think it's, I don't know if it's here.
Oh
I don't think
yeah.
it's here, but it's definitely in the works.
What if it's like Ring Fit Adventures, but all the characters are like fucking Mario characters?
See, they've made a point of not like contaminating, like putting their IP and other stuff like that because they want it to stand on its own. So I don't think that they would. All right, Star Fox, is he still dead?
I don't know, man. I hope not. Isn't there's rumors, right? There's rumors about it or nah? No rumors. No rumors for Star Fox.
Besides
like
the
there
Star Fox
was rumors
racing
for
game that got canceled.
maybe no Star Fox, bro.
It's not happening. At least not here. They gonna hit us with Star Fox when we least expect it, but not first direct, sure. All right, F-Zero 99 did pretty well, I would think. Is it time? F-Zero.
I think since they're already doing 2 racing game type games, I don't think that they're gonna do another one.
Damn. Sorry, F-Zero fans. It's a wrap for y'all.
Fortunate.
Am I missing anybody?
Bro, I'm just thinking about the first thing you said is like, what if this is like 30 minutes of them talking about the Mario movie and like the rest of the 30 minutes is like some bullshit. It's like all the rest of the games that we already know. That'd be hella funny.
All right. Any revival of a random obscure like old ass IP that nobody remembers, like Star Tropics or something?
You already know what I'm gonna say, bro. You already know what I'm gonna say, bro. You ready for it?
What is it? Let's go.
Bro, bring back Starfy, bro. Let's
Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna say no to that also.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no to Starfy as well. Unfortunately.
I mean, like any obscure like
Mother? What if they do a Mother something?
Mother's never coming back.
Earthbound? I was about to say Scalebound.
Earthbound is never coming back.
Nah, they put Ness and all them in the Smash Bros every time.
Yeah, he didn't get a game though. All right,
a shame.
But
Chibi Robo?
Hell no. All right, well, that's enough direct talk. Like I said, this is gonna be a big one, and I'm hoping that the things that I'm thinking, they're gonna go beyond my expectations for this. So I'm very excited to see this when it drops on Friday, and most likely I will be streaming it at 6 a.m. So if you want to wake up,
I don't know, bro. That 6 a.m. waking up at 6 is kind of tough for me, dog. Maybe we'll see.
All right, so that's that. Now let's blaze through some of these topics real quick.
Sure.
All right, the Nintendo Switch 2 dev kit situation seems to be continuing, because now we're hearing that Nintendo is actually withholding dev kits from free-to-play developers, according to Striker's CEO, Eugene Nashilov. During a briefing with this is from Mike Straw at Insider Gaming. During a briefing with the media attended by Football Gaming Zone on Monday, Nashilov was asked about the studio's free-to-play soccer title, UFL, coming to Nintendo Switch 2. That question was met with an answer that seemed to place blame on Nintendo for it not being further along. Switch 2 version is not yet in development, but it will be, Nashilov said. As of right now, Nintendo is not very much actively giving development kits to free-to-play developers. That's a global trend, and we're a part of that. Once we have our hands on a new device and we start working with it, then most likely yes. So is Nintendo withholding their dev kits from free-to-play developers? And if so, why? What's the reason for that?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, the only real free-to-play games that have the Switch 2 ports are Apex and Fortnite, right? That's it.
And basically any game that was already on the Switch 1.
Yeah. Man, I don't. Probably this kind of lines up with the stuff that's coming out of Gamescom and stuff. With like, I think it was Digital Foundry, right? That said that they talked to a number of devs and they said like Nintendo's being kind of cagey with the dev kits. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they're kind of like, they're definitely picking and choosing. Actually, you can just tell, because some devs got Switch 2 dev kits, like freaking the people that made Deltarune. Like, that's a fucking indie game, you know? Like, hella small team. And then Team Cherry obviously got Switch 2 dev kits. But yeah, maybe. And then I'm assuming Epic got Switch 2 dev kits just because they make Unreal, you know? Yeah. So it's like, so that makes sense. And then, you know, probably Respawn probably got dev kits because they're probably bringing over the Star Wars games. So man, I'm inclined to say, yeah, they probably aren't giving the free to play ones because there's no Genshin Switch 2, nothing like that. So
you know what I think?
Probably. What's up?
I don't think that they're specifically targeted free to play devs, but they are definitely being selective of who gets a Switch 2 dev kit right now.
Oh, they're being hella selective, bro.
And I think it's literally coming down to, did you support me when I was at my lowest specs on the Switch 1? And now that I done glowed up, y'all knocking on my door, trying to get this money, but nah. All you see, all of these niggas back here, they was supporting me when they had to work day and night to get that shit running at 20 frames per second on the Switch. They get in the money first. They get in first dibs on all the early adopters who just are looking for their next game. These are the studios and developers and publishers that get first reign, first dibs.
That's fair, yeah.
All of y'all gotta wait until 2026, maybe 2027 if I really feel like it, and then y'all can get a dev kit. But y'all didn't support me back then. Now y'all trying to jump on here now. It's not happening. Even though Bandai Namco probably needs to get kicked off the boat, like with everybody else, they shouldn't have got a dev kit, honestly. But they was there during the Switch 1, so they got one. But it literally just seems like anyone who was supporting them during the Switch 1, they are there. And then obviously Nintendo is really good about indies. I think they're gonna probably give a lot of indie developers a dev kit before some of these other AAA publishers, because they have to get like make a lot more for like a AAA. But I literally, like, because you see it, who was there during the Switch 1, and you see them announcing games for the Switch 2. Ubisoft there from day one, down. 2K down. EA down. Even Xbox, like Xbox has dev kits because they were down with the Switch 1 since Ori, since Cuphead. I mean, I guess Cuphead wasn't really Xbox, but like everyone who was with them during the Switch 1 has Switch 2 dev kits. All these new dudes trying to hop on now don't they sending them Switch 1 dev kits like, here you go, see what you can do with this. So yeah, that's how I see it now.
What if that's the reason why Sony did the Lego Horizon thing? What if that's they're like a little entry point? They're like, we know the Switch 2's coming. We want to be there. We want to be on their good graces. So let's announce a brand new game over there. You know, that'd be kind of
Well,
sick.
Sony hasn't announced any Switch 2 games though. Like,
I thought Lego Horizon was announced on Switch.
Which one?
No, like I thought it was announced at the Direct.
Announced
At
at
like
the
a
Direct.
Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, it was a regular Nintendo Direct though.
Got
Not a
it.
Switch 2 Direct. That's
For
what I'm
sure,
saying.
for sure.
There's no, because everybody's golf doesn't have a Switch 2 version.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And obviously
Patapon
Patapon
doesn't
doesn't either.
Yeah.
So maybe Sony does not have a dev kit, but we've seen Xbox definitely does, because they had Tony Hawk Switch 2 edition. And then they announced Indie Switch 2 edition. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's literally how it is right now. Only, like, literally, if you were in that infograph, if you were in that infograph before the Switch 2 launched, where they were like, these are our third-party partners. If you were in that graph, you have a Switch 2 dev kit. If you are not on that graph, you are waiting in line. They on some Yakuza. They back on the Yakuza shit. It's all about loyalty. So yeah, I think that's what's happening. But that's basically the situation. Like I said, I don't think it has anything to do with free to play specifically. It wouldn't really make sense to just target free to play. But
I was gonna let you know I could stay till like 5. I could stay till 5. Yeah.
All right. But let's move on to the next topic. So, Machine Games is now known for Indiana Jones, but before Indiana Jones, they were known for an amazing FPS franchise that they revived, Wolfenstein, the New Order, and the New Colossus being the two that they developed. And the New Colossus ends with a bit of a, I guess not a cliffhanger, but there's obviously more to the story. And a lot of people were just waiting for Machine Games to finally announce Wolfenstein 3, but then Indiana Jones ended up being their next game, which kind of put a lot of Wolfenstein fans in like hey, like, what's gonna happen with Wolfenstein 3 then? Well, Machine Games studio head has spoken, and he says, we have always seen this as a Wolfenstein trilogy. So that journey for BJ Blazkowicz, even during those first few weeks at id, when we mapped out New Order, we still had to plan for at least that character. What will happen in the second one? What will happen in the third one? So I think that's important to say, because at least I hope that we're not done with Wolfenstein yet. We have a story to tell.
Nice.
So if you were thinking that because of indie, or maybe because of the low sales of the last Wolfenstein, that it was off the table, it does seem that they are still thinking about it, and they are still willing to make Wolfenstein 3. And that's all I needed to hear.
That's their bread and butter, bro. That's their bread and butter.
Oh, actually, Youngblood was the one that kind of made people that kind of ruined the franchise a little bit with that shit.
And you know who that was, right? That was Arcane Austin.
Yeah.
Trash. How'd they follow that up with fucking Redfall and then got shut down, bro? It's insane.
Yeah, but they made Prey, and Prey was amazing.
And then they made Prey, yeah. But their first one was like the game of the year type of game too, which is crazy.
So yeah, were you a fan of the Wolfenstein Wolfenstein games?
The new ones, yeah, I played them. I thought they were fun. Actually. I know the second one has like that really like really challenging, like one of like the most rare achievements of all time, where it's like you have to play the game on like the highest difficulty, and it's like you can't die more than like twice or something like that. It's yeah, that one was tough. But yeah, I like Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein's cool. I'm glad that they're at least still thinking about it.
Yeah, I need to finish the second one, but I love the first one a lot. But I'm glad that they didn't just throw Wolfenstein away, because that's like, when it comes to FPS stories, that one is top tier for sure. But yeah, just happy to see that they're still thinking about it. Anything else you wanted to add before we move on?
Nah, other than hopefully they don't get fucking shut down before they can make another Wolfenstein, for sure.
All right. Let's talk about a confusing, or is it confusing? Is it confusing? Probably not. But definitely a weird decision here. So it turns out that Insomniac cut Spider-Man 2 content, such as like the side stories with the villains and everything, that kind of felt out of, or like they didn't feel fully realized. Venom lines, which a lot of people complain about Venom just not having any kind of screen time or voice lines, and then the symbiote gameplay missions. And guess what? They cut all of it, or in perhaps even a symbiote Miles Morales part of the game. And guess what? They cut all of this out for? Mary Jane missions.
Oh, called the MJ missions.
They cut this content to add the Mary Jane missions. Why?
Damn. That fucking sucks.
So they don't. I'm watching a video, but I don't know who is talking.
I think that's one of their studio directors.
Yeah, that's why I just don't know who exactly it was, but he basically said, I want to, like, it was fun and it didn't matter if he cut content, he wanted it in the game. And I'm just like, bro, no one liked the MJ missions in the first game.
Bro, that's the creative director of Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, that's okay. That's
Brian Intihar.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, I got you.
No one liked the MJ missions in the first game. Why did you double down to the point that you were cutting other content to make sure that this game, that they added MJ missions to this game? I don't understand it, because when I play Ratchet and Clank, there's no section of Ratchet and Clank where they're just like, let's throw in some just not like unnecessary bullshit character and just throw in some bad gameplay, and we're like, no other Insomniac game has this stuff. Sunset Overdrive did not have mandatory missions that you do, like dumbass stealth. So where is this coming from? Because this is not Insomniac. Who's greenlighting? Obviously we just seen who, but like, where was the pushback on this? Like, I don't understand how Insomniac is like, yeah man, we're gonna double down on this shit, when it's like the most anti-Insomniac shit.
Yeah, bro, I felt like Spider-Man 2 had a lot of like anti-Insomniacisms in there, like Like they had that whole biking sections in the game where it's like you're playing as Peter Parker, and then they had like that like one fair section where you're kind of like just doing mini games and stuff as Peter Parker, and like the gang is there. And then they had the MJ missions, which are fucking god awful. Yeah, man, I don't know, dude. I always felt like the game felt disjointed. Like it felt rushed. You could definitely tell
rushed.
Like it 100% rushed. There's so many videos
needed
like
something.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I think Insomniac's kind of losing their touch, bro. I think they're losing their like creative like oomph that gave them that like that like little like I don't know, dude. Like remember how I was talking about the weapon wheels and all the creative weapons and all that? They even took out the weapon wheel stuff in Spider-Man 2. Like
you know, it's almost like nah, I'm not gonna go there. Shout out to PlayStation. We love PlayStation here. But it's almost like as soon as they get under PlayStation, it's like all the creativity that they had just goes out the window all of a sudden. It's super weird. Yeah. All the actual gaming, like the gaminess of Insomniac's titles disappear for the sake of riffs that are cutscenes and biking missions and more power of the SSD than actual creative gameplay. You know? But I digress. Sunset Overdrive over everything.
Oh yeah.
Insomniac, I wish they would have stayed multi-platform. I wish they would not have gotten into this Marvel wheelhouse. And supposedly we're gonna see Wolverine soon, and I'm hoping that this is where they prove me wrong. But if Wolverine looks anything like those early builds, if the early builds were any indicator, I'm probably not gonna like Wolverine either. And it's gonna be very anti-Insomniac as well. So it's looking weird for them for sure. But it doesn't seem like they've had any shakeups as far as like their leadership. It's the same people, right? Like no one's really left.
Yeah, no, people are actually going to Insomniac. Like I think I already said the Perfect Dark guy. I think they have someone else.
Drew Murray.
They have some other guy. I forgot which it was like an Xbox game too, if I recall. It happened recently. Hold on, let me check if I see it. But yeah, man, it seems like they're hiring talent. If anything, like it doesn't seem like they're letting go of people. Like,
yeah. I mean,
like, I know they had like that little layoff.
I meant the higher ups, not the everyday individual, but like
yeah,
their leadership team is the same, but it doesn't feel like it's the same leadership anymore. That's what I meant.
Sure. Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, they do seem like they're very just cozied up and just making the Marvel stuff, which kind of disappoints me, you know, because I like their cool shit, you know. I like not Crash. I like Ratchet and Clank, and I like Sunset Overdrive, and I even liked Resistance. I liked Resistance 3. I thought that game was amazing. Oh man,
I loved Fuse. I'm just kidding. Fuse was bad.
Fuse was that game was trash. I would say I think they even did like that one game with like GameStop publishing or something like that. Yeah, they had like it was like a 2D, like almost like an indie game.
I never even heard of it.
And so I know they did it. Hold on, I can look it up for you. Insomniac GameStop publishing.
Yeah. But did you see like the Spider-Man 2, like which one was better, Spider-Man 2 or Arkham Knight discussion that was going on?
Nah, I never seen that.
I was 100% Arkham Knight. Both definitely have their issues, but Arkham Knight, I still feel like they nailed the things that mattered, even though they had some missteps with like the actual Arkham Knight reveal and the Batmobile type things. But for the most part, like Arkham Knight is an A1 Batman Arkham game. Like, combat amazing, world amazing.
Oh, I found the game. It's called Song of the Deep.
I actually
Ever heard of
know
it?
that. Yeah, I didn't know that was them though.
Yeah, that was Game Trust Games. That was GameStop's
Yeah,
little publishing thing.
I didn't know that was GameStop either.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they do some cool stuff. I know they had like some sort of VR stuff cooking up before PlayStation bought them.
Yep.
And they never did anything VR related.
It's kind of like
Man.
Bethesda was really deep into the VR bag, and then now they're just not. But anything else you wanted to add on the Spider-Man 2 situation?
Yeah, other than literally every other game except for Fuse is a better Insomniac game, and Rift Apart. I would say Rift Apart's better than Spider-Man 2.
I think,
yeah,
I don't like Rift Apart that much, but I think it's better.
yeah. I thought Spider-Man 2 was so disappointing, bro. I literally remember it was like Spider-Man 2 and like Mario Wonder came out like somewhat like on the same time, and I remember I bought both of those games. And I was all like so excited to play Spider-Man 2. And then once I got to like the biking section, I was like, fuck this shit. And then I went and played Mario Wonder. And I was like, this is way better. What the heck?
All right, let's move on. So let's talk about Starfield. Because we know the launch was very mixed. There are people who love this game. There are people who hate this game. And it has so much potential that can basically appease everyone with some just much needed updates. And one of the big things was one of those big updates was supposed to be Shattered Space, but that ended up being a pretty big failure, and it didn't appease fans who loved Starfield, and it definitely did not bring anyone who didn't like Starfield back. So they completely dropped the ball with Shattered Space, but it does seem like they have been working on something that is going to be more of a, maybe not an overhaul, but definitely just doing a lot more under the hood to make the game more appealing. Now, whether that's gonna be the much rumored being able to actually fly in and out of planets seamlessly, or hopefully adding more content onto these empty planets, more meaningful content, those are going to be the big ones that need to be addressed. But we did get a message from Starfield's Twitter where they said, celebrating 2 incredible years in the Starfield. Thank you to everyone who has explored the settled systems with us. We look forward to the adventures yet to come. And they did a little teaser that just said, like, Starfield, happy anniversary. But then the message glitched and you can see some text under that looked like it's spelling out Terra Armada. And it seems like that will be the next expansion for Starfield, which will probably go along with the PlayStation, maybe Switch 2 release, as well as the overhauled gameplay things that I was just talking about as well. And it seems like this is going to be the comeback moment that we've been waiting for Starfield. But I thoroughly enjoyed Starfield as it is, but I have been looking for a good reason to come back to it. I'm hoping that this is going to be that. But is this going to be something that gets you to finish the game? You gonna finish the game,
dude? I want to, dude. I keep on saying, man, like Starfield, like it's just like 1 or 2 steps and it's there, you know, like it's so close to like being like an amazing game, but it's like it's just missing like these little things. But yeah, man, I'm keeping my eyes out on it. I think whatever they're doing will be better than Shattered Space, because Shattered Space had really bad reception. But I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I want to see what they got cooking. Still definitely the best feeling Bethesda game ever made.
For sure.
The best playing Bethesda game, probably the best looking Bethesda game too.
Sure.
So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I thought modders would have fixed, like, at least fixed some of these problems by now, but honestly, like, I was going through the mods like earlier this week, and like, man, there's nothing for like populating the planets with new missions, or there's no flying, like seamless flying or landing or anything like that. I was sure that by this time modders would have that shit on lock.
yeah,
But you know what they did get? The nude mods. those were already there. So there's that. The modders know the priorities, at least. So yeah. I want Starfield to have that comeback moment. And I want PlayStation fans to be like, thank you for beta testing this game for us, Xbox, and then buy Starfield in the millions.
yeah.
But hopefully, I think we'll see something at Game Awards. And if not, no, they wouldn't do. They only do. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense to do that at the January direct. So I think we see it at the Game Awards, the first trailer for Terra Armada. All right.
It could even be at Tokyo, potentially.
Yeah, that would make sense too. Because they had a Starfield trailer at TGS before, so it's not new. Okay, let's move on. We had an audio architect for Snowdrop Engine under Ubisoft that explained that for Star Wars Outlaws Switch 2, a keycard title, its engine relies heavily on disk streaming for its open world environments, and Switch 2 physical cards didn't give the performance needed for their quality target. And that's why they went with game keycards. Now, there's the physical cards, like Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Kart World, they are slower, a lot slower than the actual storage on the console. So if you are playing from the card, your load times will be slightly slower, like honestly less than a second most of the time. They will be slightly slower, but if the game is supposed to be using like super high speeds to be able to stream the data, then I can see that being an issue. Now, is this actually the reason that they went with game key cards and not because they're so much more expensive or so much less expensive than actual physical cards? I don't think so. I doubt that's the real reason. But the point is true that there could be issues actually streaming the data from the key card, since it's slightly substantial. It's not super, I think they could work around it for sure, but I don't think that's the reason. But a lot of people were like running with this, and I was like, sure. But what do you think?
Yeah, man, I think it's tricky. It is tricky because we now know that like the reason why they were able to get like RTGI and stuff like that on the Switch 2 port of Star Wars Outlaws was because it wasn't on a game key card, or it wasn't on a actual cartridge, right? So yeah, man, it's shit. Man, this just might be what has to happen if we want to get these games to actually use all the features and all the things that the Switch 2 is capable of. You know, it might just be that, unless they make faster cartridges, which would probably be even more expensive.
I don't think they would. Like the cartridges are fast though. They're just not as fast as the UFS 3 storage, but they're obviously fast enough that they can play games like Donkey Kong Bonanza and Mario Kart World off of the cartridge.
Yeah.
It just comes down to, like, I mean, Ubisoft did a lot of optimizing. So if they say that it wouldn't run on the cartridge, I can believe them. I think they like really squeezed as much as they could, and they're still updating it and adding more fixes to the game too on the Switch. So
Nice. Yeah.
I believe him in the sense that I think they did probably run into troubles running it on a physical card. But I also still think that they were like, well, it is cheaper anyway, and also we don't have to do an extra optimization now to kind of get it to run on the slower physical card. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents. But I thought it was interesting that there's actually technical implications in having the physical card as well. All right, last topic. So we had a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, it's three people, but 3 former, or I guess not, 2 former Xbox representatives, I don't know what to call them, but employees, that's a better word, who have just come out and kind of spoken out against Game Pass, with Sean Layden kind of following up on it as well. You know, he's always looking for a reason. But a lot, obviously this started to bring back the talks. Game Pass bad. Game Pass bad for the industry. If the industry dies, it's the Game Pass's fault, and the Series S, of course. And now throw in the Switch 2 also. And, you know, I still don't buy it. I just don't. I don't understand where this data is coming from. And the weirdest thing about it is that Pete, okay, so it's Pete Hines, former something at Bethesda.
I think he was like the PR something.
Yeah, he was like the face for sure. Like you would always see Pete Hines, but I don't think he was like making games or anything. And it was, I forget her name.
Shannon Loftus.
Shannon Loftus, former head of World's Edge. And then Sean Layden kind of chimed in while they, like, I think it started with Pete Hines, and then Shannon Loftus joined in, and then Sean Layden like put his 2 cents as well. But the weird thing that I always see is when they say, yeah, if you can't buy, like when you can't buy games anymore, it makes the subscription service. I'm like, why do we always come to this when they have never taken away your ability to buy games? Game Pass is an option on the side of purchasing your games like you do on every other platform. Xbox has not taken it away. They have not made anything Game Pass exclusive where you literally have to have Game Pass to play a game. Everything is in the store as well. It's literally a part of the business model that they have. But for whatever reason, they always say, yeah, when the subscription service, the only way you can access game, when that has not happened. Ubisoft Connect You can buy the games or you can subscribe. EA Play Pro, you can buy the games or you can subscribe. Game Pass, you can buy the games or you can subscribe. Why do we keep bringing up that the subscription model, this is not Netflix? Like, and they've made a clear point in saying that this is not Netflix. Now, obviously, we can't trust anything that Phil or anybody says for more than 7 hours.
2 days.
Before, everything is null and void. But they haven't shown that any of this is happening. And yet, they keep just, like, it's always the conversation for whatever reason. I don't understand it.
Yeah, man. I kind of took this one a little differently. It was interesting hearing them speak, like hearing the actual Xbox people speak on it. I kind of see. I didn't see this one as like Game Pass bad, but I kind of seen this as there is like some sort of internal something with Game Pass,
that was another big one, that there is some kind of internal rife when it comes to developers under Xbox.
Yeah, dude, and you could even tell execs too, because like we didn't know that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 was going to be on Game Pass until they showed it at that showcase, remember?
Yeah.
Like people were still like, oh, are they not gonna? So it's kind of like you could tell like there is like some sort of internal like they see it. They're like, oh, we invested this much in this game and we're just gonna put it out, and it's like we kind of just gotta scratch that, we just kind of gotta scratch that on the list, or we gotta fucking amortize it or whatever, however the fuck you say that word.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, there obviously is, bro, and if there was internal tensions when they were releasing Crackdown 3 and Ori, like there definitely has to be internal tensions now that they're releasing fucking Doom and Call of Duty and Starfield and Oblivion and all these games. Like there has to be some sort of tension. But Game Pass bad, Game Pass good. I think Game Pass is undeniably good for us. It's undeniably good for us, but it's on the developers to see if it's good for them. If Microsoft cuts them a good deal, they got to figure that. That's for them to all figure out.
Yeah. As a consumer, 100% Game Pass is like the best consumer product in gaming.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like it's for third-party developers, they obviously don't see much of an issue. I think it's the first-party developers that have more to worry about, because I don't know how the money works out at that point when it comes to the actual studios, because you can usually, like, a studio sells X amount of copies, and they'll usually get some back for like hitting or exceeding expectations, things like that, and then that goes to the studio. When it comes to Game Pass, how is the money working out for these studios when it comes to that? And then a lot of these games, like indie, don't perform that well, even in Game Pass. Like, what does Machine Games cut look like after putting 4 or 5, maybe 6 years into this game? And like, what does that look like? That's the only thing that we don't really have too much information, because we got a lot of information about how Game Pass helps Xbox as a whole and how Game Pass helps third-party developers.
Yeah, but engagement numbers and all that shit.
But we never hear about how it affects the actual first-party studios. Now, someone like Double Fine, I'm pretty sure that they're happy because they can just make what they want and people will play it without that barrier of entry. And before, I don't like most of their games were not selling crazy. Like Psychonauts 2, surprisingly, even with Game Pass, is their best-selling game now. Which is great. So that's where I'm like Double Fine is probably happy because they get to make whatever they want. They know that they have a player base that will just try out their game just because it's there, and that's a happy relationship. But a lot of these studios are used to making Indiana Jones AAA games like this, and then it's just getting thrown into this service, and they don't know how to feel about that. And we don't really have too much information on how that pans out for them, like business wise either. So I understand why there can be some rife going on in that sense with the first parties.
Yeah, because it's like they're eating the money. They're eating the money up front for putting the game on Game Pass, and they're doing that for every single one of their games. So it's like that's why I'm saying, like, if they were having these internal struggles or whatever when they were releasing 3, maybe 4 a year, I wonder how much more that's now, like, that they're releasing this many games, But if the users come, then that's probably all that matters to them at the end of the day. But if the users aren't coming as much as they want them to, then I don't know.
Yeah. So it's something that there's definitely some nuances that it's really hard to get a grasp of with the limited knowledge that we have. But I'm just happy as long as Game Pass exists, as for me as a consumer. But I want Xbox to make sure that everyone is happy, everyone involved, from them to the developers to the customer. Like, it would be ideal if everyone was happy with the situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I had to say. Any final words before we wrap up this topic?
Yeah, hopefully hopefully the users come and they don't increase the prices, but if they don't, then you already know what's gonna happen.
Yes, sir. Better use it before you lose it.
Facts. Stack it up now.
With that, let's get out of here. That is it. That is all we have for you guys today. Thank you all for tuning in, and to all the people leaving comments in the chat. We do appreciate your support. Make sure you guys hit that like because we love you guys and helps us grow this channel. If you're not subscribed, you enjoyed the show, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated for when Dual-Wield goes live, and make sure y'all join the official Discord that is linked in the description. And with that, Subeg, appreciate you for pulling up. Where can we find you? What you got going on?
Yeah, man, I'm I got something to do, but I'm gaming. I'm hopefully trying to complete Lost Soul. I really want to get to the 3rd, 4th weapon. I'm trying to beat the game. I know it's not super long if you just kind of blitz it. So I'm gonna be playing that. Probably some more Metal Gear. Some more Kirby levels. Yeah, man. I'm maybe might be on Borderlands. We'll see if I get it or not. Just because I have so much shit that I need to play already. But I'm actually also kind of waiting to see how the game performs on the consoles and the PC, so I can see which one I want to get it on. Yeah. Hopefully they actually utilize the PS5 Pro. So I'm still waiting for that third party, that third party PS5 Pro game to get me in there. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm still excited. Hopefully getting some Silksong. Maybe I'll just go back to Hollow Knight too. So I can just get the OG out of the way, so I can clear out a room to experience the greatness. But yeah, man, just gaming. Hopefully, maybe some streaming. We'll see.
Yeah, and as for myself, Don Otaku, you can find me on Twitter, PastaFeet F3ET. You can find me on Twitch.tv/Don Solo, but not really. You can find me right here on YouTube at Don Otaku, where not only are we doing Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast every Thursday, Project Entitled Gaming Podcast every Saturday live, but also check out lordsofgaming.net, where I got a few articles as well as a couple of reviews coming out. I'm gonna have a review in progress for Skate, which is on the screen right now, and I also forgot to talk about in my what I've been playing, but I will be doing a review in progress for Skate as well.
Nice.
On Lords of Gaming. So yeah, check that out. And yeah, that's basically what I got going on. I will be diving right back into Hollow Knight. Or actually, I'm about to play NBA Classic right after this.
Oh yeah. I need to download that for sure.
But yeah, with that, that's basically all I got. Any final words for the people before we get them out of here?
No final words for the peeps, but I got a final word for Nintendo. Get those Switch 2 dev kits out there, man. We need these.
Nah,
we need these.
If they wasn't there when you was at your lowest specs, then they don't deserve to be here when you hit in almost Series S levels. Okay, don't give them niggas shit. Tell them, oh, you know, the specs is like a 1060. I actually don't know what the specs would be PC wise.
3050, I think.
Yeah, you know, just go make something for a 3050 and then see how that run, and then we'll give you a call when we want your game over here.
That's funny. Use DLSS if you're developing a Switch 2 game, please. But yeah, that's it.
And with that, let's go ahead and get out of here. Thank y'all for pulling up, and hope y'all enjoy your week, weekend, month, year, life, all that. Peace.
Peace.